Ugh. Welcome. It's good to have you guys here. I missed you. A little. Alright, a little bit. But not enough to where it, like, means too much. As a man, feelings are off limits. I acknowledge your existence. That's about as far... It's about as far as I'd go. You are there, and I observe you. Masculinely. Got mod the literal rapture into the game? Yeah, dude, that's true. We actually had to mod Jesus Christ into the game, and we got to make his second coming happen, presumably on one of the Halo rings, so that he can create the rapture by firing the Halo rings. That's a great idea. That is a good idea. Halo's a religious game. Might as well crank it up to 10, right? Can you hold me in your big, masculine arms? I can. I won't, but I could. Coffee, get that. I just downed so much coffee, you have no idea. So much coffee coursing through my veins right now, man. How much good? Oh, you're not even talking to me. Never mind. Playable Master Chief when? Dude, I've said it once, I'll say it again. A character like Master Chief from Fortnite is not going to be put into Halo, okay? No Fortnite characters in these mods. I like Vanilla Plus. A character like Master Chief, I'm not going to add him in, dude. Fortnite characters off limits. Decaf time? Absolutely not. No. Listen, man, I'm a chill guy, okay? I've got, like, moderate energy levels, okay? Arguably low. I'm pretty chilled out. Without my coffee? How am I supposed to stream, man? I'll be live and I'll be like, yeah, so next over here, I'm just gonna add this. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like how that looks. No, dude, that's what the coffee's for. I'm trying to be stimulated. You know what I mean? Sounds a little weird, but you know what I mean. Brain activate. I want to play Permafrost today, guys. I want to push a new build onto the Steam Workshop, and I actually want to play today. Very badly. Very, very badly. I want to just, like, apply the new dome shader to the rest of the, like, inside of the dome and stuff, publicly or privately. Yes. Obviously, everyone who's a patron or a YouTube member gets prio. But if we can't fill up the lobby, then it'll be open to everybody else after that. The usual. The usual. What about drivable Master Chief vehicle? Great question. See, now we're getting into territory where I'm actually open to accepting. Potentially. High-speed caffeinated coffee. True. What is this? What did you just say? Rejected? Being bald? It's like Halo Studios making a good game. I don't think either will ever happen. Wait! Listen, I like Halo Studios enough to where I think they have potential, alright? So I don't want to read too deeply into that, but I like the implication that you said that I'll never be bald. W. Large W, dude. I'll take it. I'll take it. So you're saying you're going to be bald. That's literally the opposite. I will never be bald. I will be haired. I'm going to be like Sasquatch. I'm going to have so much hair, it's going to be like a problem. Bro just said, I hate bald people. Well, at least I know you don't hate me. No, I'll take that. "100 years of hair. God bless." Alrighty. I think we've wasted enough time dawdling. Let's get started. Come, my people. We will begin our trek into Permafrost, so that we may not only mod it, but play it as well. Sorry, I just had to wait for that bass drop. It just felt right. Halo 2 theme, go! Welcome back to Permafrost, people. Welcome back. It's good to have you here. It's good to have you here. I might have missed you, maybe. I would never admit it, but it's possible I did. Anyway, we got some cool stuff here today, because, as you can see behind me, there's Godzilla. Don't mind him. He's just hanging out for today's stream. You know, he's just a chill guy. What, do you sound like Truth from Halo 2? Dude, I'll take that. That guy's a top-tier voice actor. Who said I sound like Truth from Halo 2? That's phenomenal. The Chairman. I am, in fact, the Chairman. Also known as the Rock Guy, colloquially. Don't move. His vision is based off movement. God. Oh, God. Did he notice me? Did he notice me? I think he might have noticed me. Oh, God, he noticed! It's fine, guys. It's fine. It's fine. Really, it's not a big deal. Will Godzilla be drivable? Inevitably. Inevitably, he'll be drivable. Godzilla, do you want to be drivable? I don't think he wants to be drivable. Anyway, interesting thought. But unfortunately for Permafrost, Godzilla will not be in the mod or drivable. But we'll have to make him drivable for a different mod. That way, people can play as Godzilla. You know what, dude? And this is a side note from Halo for a brief second, just a tangent on Godzilla and Godzilla games. This is all I've ever wanted, dude. Why does it say drive? This, you want to know what all I've ever wanted out of a Godzilla game? This, bro. Let me just be Godzilla and blow shit up. It's never been that complicated. Thank you for the 2, Dylan!
Mr. Krabs,
I have an idea. What's your idea? This is all I ever wanted, bro. They kept making fighting games because it was a safe bet. No, dude, I just want to actually be Godzilla. It was never so complicated. For real. Master Oof! 13 months of Master Oof! Thank you, man. Appreciate it. What do you say? Gah? Been a while. What's shot happened? Did you win? I did, in fact, win. Forever. I've won everything forever. Dude, wait! Zophie's new shadows look so good on the big G right here. That's crazy. He's got that contrast, man. Look at him, he's aura farming. Godzilla is bald. Actually, since he's a reptile or something, technically his scales would be like the equivalent of his hair, and in that case he has a full head of it. Actually. Yeah, nice try. Nice try. Trying to make everything bald out here, you little freaks. Personally, not my favorite Godzilla design, but it's still badass. Yeah, I'll take it. Now, I mean, I agree. I like this Godzilla design a lot. I've always been a big fan of it. I think it's definitely an excellent design. But I think the more classic, like, I'm gonna be honest, the best Godzilla design I've ever seen is coming out in the new movie this year. You know, Godzilla -0, which is just the -1 design, but even further improved. Also, look, with Zophie's help, now the plasma shader. Look, it wraps around stuff like Big G here. It's so sick, dude. It's so sick. So, just for the record, one of the things we're gonna do today is we're actually gonna play Permafrost. I mean, that's the plan anyway, as long as I can get everything fixed up. It should be very doable. I just want to make sure that the mod's in good shape, of course. Zophie Big W, always a Zophie Big W. She literally just cooks like a ridiculous amount, and it's insane. But yeah, basically what I want to do is... Godzilla fits into Halo. You know, even if he didn't, I would force him to. What's left to do? So I believe the teleporter system and capturing is fixed. There is a minor visual bug on it where the capturing does not disable when you walk out of it, until you walk out of it. Which could be a little misleading, so you won't always know when you've captured it, because it'll just keep going, like, you know, bramp, bramp. But regardless of that, everything else on it should be functional. The other thing I want to make sure is good is the Scarabs. The Scarabs will come from the sky under some relatively easy-to-trigger circumstances, and I just want to make sure that those are working pretty well. They should have a little bit of desync issues currently, and I just want to make sure that I get those fixed up before the mod is like done. Also, dude, it's kind of crazy. Like this is what we had the other day, more or less, for the shield barrier when I was like, yeah, it's fine. And then boom, out here, here's the new one. Looks so much better. I don't think I'm going to spend any time today tweaking the shield barrier. There are some things I do visually want to tweak on it, but I've been doing that so much lately, and it's the worst, so I'm not going to do that to you guys, to be just so honest. The only thing I'm going to do today is we're going to take the outer part of the shield here. We're going to apply it to the inner part of the shield. I'm going to build the map. I'm going to put it in to MCC, where I'm going to test it out with a couple of you guys in Forge mode. We'll do a little bit of testing, and then we're going to do an actual game night to see how everything plays, to make sure everything functions, have a little bit of fun, because we haven't really done any game nights, play tests in a little while. And I think that'll be a good time. Let me see. Godzilla, as much as I love you, man, I gotta pull you out, dude. I gotta get you out of here. What do we have? Godzilla. And we have the other Godzilla, too. I don't know if I showed it the other day, I think. As cool as this Godzilla is, you know, you gotta give a shout out to the -1 Godzilla. It looks pretty slick. It looks pretty slick. He's very small. It's actually so crazy how much smaller -1 Godzilla is compared to the other one. I think the -0 style of Godzilla is gonna look a lot cooler. I already really love -1's design, but -0 goes kind of crazy. In the new trailers, man, he looks sick. But yeah, I think as far as like doing like a Halo Godzilla mod, I'm probably gonna end up using the legendary guy right here. Legendary G. I think he looks cleaner. Leave Godzilla, he's chill. Yeah, I mean, he's vibing, you know? He's vibing. I left him in the mod one time, just in the files, and then halfway through a playtest, I just spawned him in and started just fucking shit up. It was awesome. Godzilla's canon to Halo. I don't care what Hidden Xperia would think. He is canon to Halo. That is actually just factually true and correct. Anyway, he looks pretty good. Like me. So, plan is you like the stream, we get 500 billion likes on the stream, which then motivates me. I smile really big, I say, heck yeah, gamers, and then we play the mod. But the first thing I'm going to do visually to tweak, I'm not going to sit here and bore you guys with shield shaders again. We're just going to delete the shaders on the inside of the shield and replace it with the ones on the outside. Should be good, should be pretty simple. I'm going to knock that out super fast so that we don't have to look at the crappy version on the inside of here anymore, and then we just never have to think about it again. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy stuff. So, I'm going to open my folders really fast, which is going to take me about 10 more seconds. I lied, because I'm already done. Holy fast, dude. I'm tweaking today. So we're going to go ahead and grab our objects. Our spire, so we can just quickly fix it, is going to be in our Ultimate Forge folder, actually, which is all the way in here. Because I think I did originally make the spire before I made Permafrost. The spire was planned to be a Forge object. It just turned out that spire destruction is too hard for Halo 3's engine to run. So when I spawned like a bunch of individual pieces, instead of playing an animation, the game cried, and everyone who was in the game got about 1 FPS. The host was sitting there watching the spire collapse like, wow, that looks so cool. And then anyone who wasn't hosting the game was just like... So we're going to have to, unfortunately, save a Forge destroyable spire for another day. At the very least, though, we have our inner one and inner outline shaders here, and we're just going to delete those, and we're going to do outer one and outer outline, copy paste, and we're going to switch the name to be inner. So there's our inner outline version of the shader, and then for this one, it's also going to go and become the inner shader. And for the most part, I think we're pretty good. So now we can just update those really quick, so the game knows that the shader has changed. 80 to that, save, switch it back to 80, save. So that's now an updated shader. We'll see it in game now. Switch that to 4. Then back to 3, and now, boom! There we go. From the inside, it also has the fancy new shield. I'll probably off-stream, or maybe like later after the playtest tonight, actually tweak these shaders a bit further. These little holes in the shader, I'm not a huge fan of. They were actually a little bit unintentional. I don't think they look terrible, but they just, I feel like they should at least have some coloration, because it kind of creates this funny pixely outline as they travel down. And I'm not a huge fan of how that is visually, but again, not going to do that. I've spent way too much time over the past few days editing the shaders for these domes. They already look awesome. I think the time that was spent on it was well spent, but am I going to add a capturable rock? Well, there used to be a rock right here where the teleporter is, and for a long time, when the anti-air cannon was capturable here and the rock was still there, we technically did have a capturable rock for like an entire month before I finally decided to remove it. It was a pretty good rock, all things considered. Anyway, I think mostly everything on the map is good. I'm going to pull up VS Code really quick so I can make sure the scripts are solid. I have not touched the scripts on this map for a while, and I believe the scripts on the map, yeah, the AI is turned off and the music is turned off by default, just so that I can edit without music and without crashing. I'm going to jump into Forge really quickly and make sure that we actually have the slightly updated Forge objects, because we did spend a little bit of time. I didn't update every Forge object to be the new Permafrost palette for like the rocks, terrain, and cliffs and stuff, but I did create a couple different ones. I honestly don't know if I put them on the Forge list or not. I should probably just check that really fast, rather than having to boot up Forge entirely. So levels, multi, huge towers, because I need to go through still and update all of the rocks, all of the cliffs, etc., but place the rock with the rock. Listen, Asteroid, we already have the rock. The rock is on the map. These are all the Halo 3 rock. When's the lobby going up? Not sure yet. My plan is this. I'm going to upload to the Steam Workshop. I want to test the Scarab and teleporters, see if they work reasonably well. If they do, then we'll just start. I'll start the lobby there and play. If there's a couple bugs that really bother me, I'll go back to edit for like 20-ish minutes, tweak it, fix it, upload again, and then we'll start the lobby. Basically is the logic. So probably within the next hour and a half we'll be playing. Maybe sooner though, if it just all works. Okay, looking good though. I gotta make sure to delete the chair, dude. The amount of times I actually left this stupid ass chair in the map. How's the pathfinding? I heard you tried objectives again. Oh, I did try. Yeah, because exactly like you're saying, I really tried to get the AIs to have objectives and purposefully target the enemies and stuff like that. It didn't work though, because technically I feel like it could still work. I do believe that it could still work, but it didn't work here because the way that I have the AI set up is very specific to this map and for like their spawns and stuff. It just became like this whole issue, like mostly with their spawn system, because like when the way that I spawn AI in multiplayer and on this map is they have like a script. So like the AI actually spawns on this little platform right here. All right, so a little AI spawns in, then the AI gets a script already on spawn, and that script basically says teleport over here. And if they don't have that script on them when they spawn in to teleport over here, then they'll just be stuck outside the map forever and nobody's ever going to know. That said, though, if there was a way to get them to actually spawn correctly over here, then I could use objectives. But it just kept interfering with their spawn system. Thank you for the 2, Callum!
Please do GMK and Heisei Goji, that would be sick.
I would love to. Heisei Goji is... It's funny you say both of those, because Heisei Goji's up. Heisei Goji's probably my number 3 because he's iconic. Every Godzilla iteration basically is always Heisei Goji. Then GMK might be my favorite. His design is so good. His like all white, milky white eyes and like just pure evil, like World War II spirit shit going on is like so cool. That said, and I know this is gonna lose me some aura, but I really love the Godzilla from Godzilla against Mechagodzilla and Tokyo SOS. I know he's not exactly the most favorite Godzilla, but I just really like his design. It's always like with the spikes going, you know, down his neck along the sides and stuff. He's got kind of like that weird forward cat-like jaw. Something about it. But yeah, if I was gonna do another Godzilla, I'd probably do GMK. I just don't. Mostly it comes down to whether or not somebody's made a good model. You need to have a Halo Wars 1 Millennium Godzilla. Yeah, I mean, Millennium Godzilla kind of had like a lot of design iterations because most of the movies were one-shots or one-offs. But yeah, the one from the Kiryu Mechagodzilla series I've always been a huge fan of. Halo Wars 1, method of spawning, flood AI, and enemy bases. See, I would love to do like a mod and a map like that in the future where things get a little bit more complex. AI wasn't even an original part of the Permafrost plan. It kind of became an add-on more than anything, so the integration isn't perfect, or else I probably could have done it a lot better. Larval Shin Godzilla. Oh yeah, Kamada-kun, dude. I love that. SOS Godzilla looks so sick. Yeah, dude, with his fucking giant scar on his chest. SOS Godzilla is so peak. I was so glad when they returned his beam back to being blue as well. After Godzilla 2000 and Megaguirus, I was just like, The red just didn't fit. It wasn't for me. It wasn't bad, but like red Godzilla beam was like Godzilla melting down in Godzilla vs. Destroyer. Like there's a reason for it. It looks different. It's got like a spiral. Like that's peak. Do you have the Godzilla sound effect? I have like the roar and stuff on Godzilla. It's the legendary Godzilla roar though. Dude, you guys got me nerding out about Godzilla. I'm trying to mod Halo 3, man. From on Halo 3 video game. You guys are getting me nerding out about Godzilla. Can Godzilla sit on the gaming chair? Look, theoretically. Theoretically, he could, okay. Godzilla from Fortnite? No! Listen, you know my stance about putting Fortnite characters into Halo 3. This is not that. God, I love this so much, dude. I regret nothing about making this. It's so peak. Oh my god, he's just walking over the cliff casually. I'm tired as hell, so before I fall into eternal sleep, the news I have is a H3 GPU light mapper, a low bake beats vanilla. Wait, what? Halo 3 GPU light mapper at low bake beats vanilla. So there's a lot to unpack there. First of all, what? There's a Halo 3 GPU light mapper. What? It's functional? It works? This was just an idea that you mentioned briefly like a week ago, Zophie. You're making it? Do you have pictures of the results? I'm so curious all of it. Holy shit. What? Can I get more info before you fall into your deep eternal slumber? That's kind of an insanely big deal. Good. What? I could just like not be terrified of light mapping anymore. 2 seconds, I'll send images. Oh my god. Guys, I have to explain this to you as Zophie sends me these images, okay? Halo 3, game from 2007. Graphics cards, relatively new thing when it comes to doing complex ray tracing calculations, okay? So if you're trying to cast a bunch of light and generate shadows from the sun and stuff in Halo 3, guess what? In 2007, they were running that shit on your CPU, okay? The central processing unit, all right? That shit was slow as hell, manually calculating each ray of light, blending them all together and bouncing them around. That shit's hella slow. Graphics cards, aka GPUs, you know, the ones that do real-time ray tracing these days, really fucking efficient and good at that. So the time it would take to light map in the current Halo 3 light mapper versus, like, a GPU one would be 90. What? Yo. It's real? What the fuck is this, Sophie? You did this with a custom light mapper? Holy fuck. Also, why is the resolution so crisp and clear? What is this before and after? What is the difference here? Can I get a little bit of context on, is this like default Halo 3? This is a, okay, wait, so it's like, is this like a before and after? This is, we got like a pixelated, you know, nice, good-looking light map here. Yeah, before and after. That's crazy. I can't tell if it's like lighter because, oh, it's probably less bound sliding.
Can you restore the original Cortana mission with the Gravemind boss fight?
I have thought about it.
The map geometry exists from Halo 2 High Charity. Bungie retrace steps.
Thank you for the 5. That I believe. You said the geometry exists from the Halo 2 High Charity. Are you saying like reuse High Charity from Halo 2 to like build that up in Halo 3? I have thought about this a lot actually. When the dig site leak happened and we got all of that cut content and unfinished mission stuff, the actual original mission that was Cortana, aka High Charity, was in there. It was very different from the mission Cortana in Halo 3. And I believe that Scarab fight, or yeah, would have been in there somewhere as well. The whole mission was in there. It would have been a whole nightmare and a half to get it working in Halo 3's engine, but it was very doable. It was very low poly and more Blockout-esque, but everything was there. And it even had, you know, the Mausoleum of the Arbiter where the Flood Arbiters were going to be. I'm still not done working on it, but that's the gist of it. By the end, I should be able to get a 4-hour light map down to 25 minutes. Holy fuck, Sophie, that's actually insane. Is your goal at all... First of all, let me say, amazing. Fucking amazing. I will use that literally all the fucking time. That would be incredible. My second question to you would be, are you currently in your process trying to match it to like vanilla Halo 3's like coloration and bounce light and stuff, so that like it matches as closely one-to-one as you realistically can while still utilizing the new GPU method? Because I know, I'm not super familiar with how it all works, but I do know it like... Brian, thank you for the 1! Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Trying to make it better. Ooh, ooh. I think a part of me hopes that it ends up allowing for just like functionally identical Halo 3 lighting. But better would definitely be sick. I certainly could never complain with just straight up better, higher quality stuff. Oh, that's so sick, Zoe. I can't believe you're actually making a full rebuilt GPU light mapper. The future is now. We are in it, dude. We are in the future, and it's the best. Thank you again for the 1, Brian. Really appreciate it, dude. Vanilla plus and better. Yeah, true. I mean, look, ODST's got an even better light mapper than Halo 3. I'm able to use billions of rays. That's insane. Okay, you probably have a crazy GPU, though. My fucking 2080 Ti with its Turing architecture over here is just like, okay. Doesn't Halo 3 naturally only use like 400,000 rays or something on the CPU light mapper? Nope, just a 3060 Ti? Oh, so we have pretty comparable GPUs then, for the most part. Alrighty. I think for the general gist of the logic, I guess I'll test this really quick to make sure this works. Let's run game scripts and ensure that I can... Because last time I worked on this teleporter was a while ago. Okay, so we're capturing.
Blue team is now at power level
We should
2.
see this turn blue once I've captured it correctly, because the teleporter doesn't turn on in the editor. Wait for it. Okay, so it's blue, it's captured. This is the bug I was talking about. It's still making the capturing sound until I exit the zone. But then I go back in, and it doesn't do it again because it's captured. So that's the only thing. Light mapper uses RT cores, so if you're Intel or AMD, sorry, you just picked a bad GPU. Unlucky. Unlucky. Should have supported our AI overlords over at NVIDIA. Should have known better, dude. Yo, Latin, thank you for the 2! Thank you.
I see the finasteride minoxidil regimen is working.
I don't use either of those because I don't need them because I'm not going bald, man. I've had a shitty hairline since I was born. Pictures of me in high school, my hairline is equally shitty to what it is today. It hasn't budged a millimeter, okay? When I was a baby, I had this hairline, which is honestly a little disturbing when I look at my baby pictures. But I'm fine, man. I don't need no finasteride minoxidil. Fuck. Holy 42 months of Darksteel! Thank you! Appreciate it, man. Said, so, let me read this in canonical Darksteel voice. So, what you're telling us is you're bold. No, brother. What? It's like I'm surrounded by a bunch of, like, illiterate people who cannot understand speech or see pictures, moving images on their screen. I wake up, I code, take meds, I eat, I sleep, I repeat. My God, that's low-key brutal, but, like, in a way, sounds very freeing. Okay, I'm going to be real... Oh, right, we need to check the forge objects, and then I think I'm just going to build the map, upload the update to the workshop, and make sure everything's generally pretty good. Latin, thank you for the 2!
I'm making fun of you as I use both.
Oh. See, no disrespect if you use it. Like, if I was going bald, I would probably be using that shit. I would not want to go bald if I could help
Canon
it.
Steel voice. I sound that good? You flatter me.
Mm.
We both know I am 3,000% more nasally than that.
I don't know. Every time I hear you in voice chat, like, if you want to join in on the game night tonight, I feel like you're just going to sound exactly like that. I'll just, you know, join in the VC. I'll be like, yo, what's up, Dark Steel? And you're going to be like, oh, pleasure as always, Mr. Shotgun. And I'm going to be like, damn, oh, it's good. You know, good to see you too, man. ID patch.bms to allow 1.7 gigs of data. Sophie, you know the resolution's controlled in the scenario tag, right? You don't have to. You're right. What? Well, I guess it is that much, actually, isn't it? Damn, that's crazy. Anyway, let's check our forge objects. Right? That was at 1K. God damn! My poor hard drive, dude. My poor hard drive. Let's check really quickly. Our forge object. Did I put the fancy new test forge objects on here? Terrain. Cliff small. I sure didn't. Terrain cliff small. Should be terrain cliff small permafrost. And our boulder. Was it boulder medium? I don't remember which boulder it was. Boulder. Oh no, I don't know which one it is. Oh. Boulder small perm. I guess I'll just switch them all over and then manually later, like, bro, what? Yeah, I'll just swap these out and then I'll visually change them later, so I don't have to go back and do this. Rock small, boulder small snow becomes boulder small permafrost. Wait, rock medium. Why is rock medium in here like last, bro? That's confusing me. Okay, boulder medium permafrost. Swap these out real quick. Okay, boulder small, boulder medium, then we get boulder large. Once processed, they're fine, but I'll have to tool to clean it up once I split into data into the compressed versions. Yeah, I mean, I noticed as well, like when the CPU light mapper is running, it does create these very large multi-gigabyte like temporary files. And sometimes it doesn't clear it out. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I need to clear out some space on my hard drive. And it's like, here's 5 gigabytes of temporary photon caches in your Halo 3 folder. I'm like, brother, what? Okay, it was boulder large then. And we have boulder huge as well. Love your old Minecraft stuff? Thanks, hi. Yeah, it's been a long time since I worked on any of that. But, you know, sometimes I miss it. Sometimes I wish I had been diagnosed with ADHD earlier so I could have actually finished that stuff and not just let it wither away and die. Could have been cool, but no. Such is life. Right, large permafrost cliff. Medium permafrost cliff. And the small one is the only one that should actually have the right coloration. But like I keep saying, we'll fix that later. Terrain cliff small. Why am I on terrain flat medium? That is absolutely not it. Terrain cliff small permafrost. That one's set up. And then we have terrain flat large, which also should have its permafrost variation. Terrain flat medium, permafrost. That's the one that's actually changed, that we actually worked on. So our small permafrost now. Change this up later. And then, I don't think I did the flat one, so I'm going to keep the terrain square. Did I do the terrain square? I don't think I did. Terrain square. Oh, I did. Okay, cool. I didn't even remember doing that. Shout out me. All right, so that's good. Should be good. Highlight of my day, seeing rejected or green lives, seeing the things I do make people happy. I think that's awesome. I relate very hard. Nothing makes me happier than seeing somebody play a mod I've made. And then they're like, well, this is so cool. I'm like, you think so too, right? That's awesome. I also thought it was really cool. That's why I made it. How's Campaign Evolved for me? It was good. It didn't, like, spark my interest massively to the point where I want to, like, mod it all the time or anything. I played through it once. I gave it, like, a 7.5 out of 10. And unfortunately, it just didn't have that sticking factor. I really just, like, wanted to make a bunch of content on it. I probably will regardless, because I'd be stupid as a content creator not to. But on a personal level, I just felt like it was all right, you know? It didn't hit that Big. So you're playing Permafrost, but you're not playing Permafrost. No, we'll be playing. We're going to do a game night. I was just tweaking the settings on the map. I'm actually going to build the map right now, which means I need to turn the AI logic back on, and that's the music back on. Recompile our scripts. Refresh to make sure it's working. Refresh again. The most 7 out of 10 game I've ever played. Yeah, I mean, it was awesome to, like, have more Halo, but I was also, like, I played CE how many times? Probably if you've never played Halo before, Campaign Evolved is fucking sick. But as somebody who's played all the Halo games, like, my entire life, a disgusting amount, I was just like, yeah, it was good. It was good. I will say there was one comment that Ruby made, Ruby of Blue. I saw Ruby posted on Twitter, because, you know, they've been working, they did Halo CE Rebalanced. They have the new Halo 2 Rebalance coming out, which is, like, one of the best mods I've ever seen. And I'm so excited for it. And they were like, they said it in a way that I hadn't really thought about it, but I think I actually agree with quite a bit, which is, they said, I'm trying to remember the exact, I should probably just pull up the tweet, but they basically, also shield looks dope. It does. I'm going to tweak it a little more, but not on stream, because I've done that a lot lately. But it looks so sick. It looks so sick. I'm so grateful that you ported this over. Like, I'm just going to, like, clean up these little weird pixely bits that are artifacts from my, like, wave texture. And maybe increase the contrast on the blues by, like, brightening up some extra areas. But I think this is, like, such a massive improvement. Like, I love watching these, like, wiggly lines here on the edge. Or, like, when a giant dropship flies through the shield and it, like, has, like, a cool glowy outline for it. I was so tempted to make the outline even more prominent just because the shield is so visually large. But to go back to what I was saying, Ruby said the game felt like it didn't have... This is a paraphrasing, they phrased it a certain way. They basically said the game didn't feel like it had, like, a cohesive design direction. It didn't feel like there was some crazy good, super cohesive design direction. It kind of just felt like everybody just had a goal of remake the game and go. There was nobody there, it felt like, who was just like, we have this, like, super specific design and idea for this, and we're gonna do it. Like, it felt like it was lacking that, like, some direct, specific vision. It was just kind of all over the place. It was very, like, just remake it and kind of just do stuff, rather than being like, here's the idea, everyone's on board, let's go. And I think I agree with that. I think I agree with that quite a bit. I think Ruby was, I eat trash. No, it's not trash. I actually really don't understand the people who are, like, hating on Campaign Evolved and saying it's, like, the worst thing ever. It's pure trash, because I think objectively it's just not. But it's also not, like, incredibly amazing at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to sit here and glaze the game and say it's perfect, but I did enjoy it. I didn't think it was terrible, but it definitely does. It still hasn't lived up necessarily, and maybe it's impossible now because so much of it lives in memory and nostalgia, but it doesn't feel like it lives up to that Halo legacy I remember growing up with. And I don't know if anything ever can, because so much of that lives in a time and a place in memory with the nostalgia. And I don't know if that's something that can be achieved again. That said, though, Infinite's multiplayer definitely was hitting the right stride with it, so maybe it is. Maybe it is. Really enjoyed Infinite's multiplayer, especially at launch. Infinite's multiplayer felt excellent. I was actually playing the game a bunch. I was really enjoying it. It just didn't keep me there, and I think that's a known issue. That's like nobody's gonna be talking about. Nobody needs to talk about that anymore, because we already know what happened there. But that's why, like, when I think about how good Infinite was on multiplayer on launch, and when I see the good parts of Halo Campaign Evolved, that's why I'm not really a huge doomer. I'm like, yeah, they clearly have what it takes. They just need maybe, like, a more focused direction, like a full-on focused studio direction, rather than that kind of just, like, seeing what works. In terms of shooting, it felt really nice. Oh my god, yeah, the gunplay in Campaign Evolved was probably the best part about it, dude. No surprise there, because, you know, they were running on the Reach game engine underneath, which just is an excellent engine. That's the same engine that, you know, they built Destiny and Destiny 2 off of. If you didn't know that, they actually built Destiny and Destiny 2 off of Halo Reach's engine, which is why the gunplay in Destiny feels fucking top-notch. That should have been tuned in. Infinite's gameplay is great? Yeah, hell yeah, Infinite's gameplay is awesome. Multiplayer on Infinite was excellent. Infinite genuinely had the potential, multiplayer-wise, to, like, keep... If they were able to keep adding content and match up to what current games provide with more, like, battle passes, maps, new weapons, and stuff, if the game engine hadn't basically cucked them out of that, by just being insanely hard to work with. I do think that Infinite had the potential to like really bring a big resurgence back to Halo, but because the engine had been such a pain in the ass to work with and they weren't able to get content out on time, that's what really fucked them in the end. Infinite had a lot of potential. The game failed in sales, it's pretty soulless. I can understand. I don't think soulless is the right word, but I think it's in the right direction. It's kind of aimless. It's good, but there's no, like I was saying, it's what Ruby said on Twitter that really spoke to me. You know what, let me just pull up Ruby's tweet so I can stop paraphrasing based off memory. Because it really spoke to me. It felt very accurate. Ruby is very like good about like analyzing Halo in that way. Okay, here. This is what Ruby said. Ruby said, man, I'm finding it so hard to formulate a critique of Campaign Evolved because how do you compare and critique a remake whose changes the majority of the time feel like they lack any intentionality? Intentionality is such a good way of putting that. This might be the most cold, dead, and genuinely soulless remake I've ever seen. I don't think I would necessarily agree 100%. I agree with like the gist of it, but not with the intensity of it because it feels a bit heavy-handed in my personal perspective. But then Ruby goes on to say, when I say soulless, I mean it feels completely aimless and indifferent. How it either recaptures or changes part of the OG. It feels like the game was made by hundreds of different devs being told do job in a vacuum, as opposed to a coherent development team. Oh wait, you know, contractors and extra studios and no cohesive dev team all on one page. So like, yeah, that's probably objectively true given what we know about how the studio has been run historically and what we know about how the game's development was. So I felt like Ruby really hit the nail on the head there with that. That felt very, very like accurate. And I suppose the like silver lining to that though is that even though there was a lot of directionlessness out of it, it was still like a 7.5 out of 10 for me, even with that. And I hope I'm not rating that too high. I might end up going back one day, playing the game and rating it lower, but my initial thought doing 4-player LAN co-op of the whole game was that I had fun. You know, it felt like Halo, I had fun, nice new graphics. It was pretty good. But there was still a lot that I'm just like, eh. Ever need to stop relying heavily on contractors? And the problem is that's just the Microsoft hiring practice. Right? Like they're a Microsoft subsidiary. Microsoft owns them. Microsoft doesn't want them paying out the ass for full-time employees. You have a term limit that prevents you from being paid more as you don't get to be paid as a full studio employee. You get to be a contractor for a fixed time. That way they don't have to pay you as much as they would like a full fucking salary of a main line employee. It is what it is. Yeah, Microsoft's policies are just scummy and hurt the games they make. Thank you for the 3 Darksteel.
Stream idea.
Okay.
Go on Campaign Evolved Twitter and read every tweet.
No.
Your content relies solely on Twitter and it not being racist. The weak channels die, the strong survive.
Dude, people are just gonna be like spewing the most bullshit garbage if I do that. You know what? Let's see. Since I'm building the map anyway, I have nothing better to do. Let's search Campaign Evolved. Better believe I'm not pulling this up till I find an actual tweet. Campaign Evolved. Okay, seeing some positive stuff. Cool. Okay, just some general headlining. Okay, everything I'm seeing here, I think all the haters aren't really present. Okay, I'm not saying I agree with this, but this is actually funny. Halo Studios making Campaign Evolve. Look at all that paint, dude. All that color. Ah, music! Okay, we don't want to do that. I'm not saying I agree with this, but that's really funny. Just turning into brown poo. All those colors. Let's see, anything funny? I feel like all of the grifters and people have kind of died off on Twitter. Thank you for the 5, Latin.
As I was with the Covenant interiors, they look insanely good, best in the series in my opinion. I hope someone's able to rip them.
I wouldn't say I was shocked necessarily. Maybe it's because I kind of had already like seen them in the trailer and had time to process them. But I do think they looked really good. My only complaint, and I think this is more of an Unreal Engine 5 like game engine lighting type complaint, is that everything was too shiny. It was definitely too shiny. Halo's shine is like tasteful and relatively muted. when it comes to Covenant stuff, and I think the shine was too intense on the Covenant stuff. The coloration of it was excellent, but the intensity of it was too much for me. I like the way that traditionally Covenant stuff is like shiny and iridescent, but not like, you know, chrome mirror reflections. And I think that whatever materials and metallic values they were using on the Covenant stuff was a little too much. Also a bit blobby in some areas. I actually didn't mind the blobbiness because it felt very CE. Covenant stuff in CE did feel blobby. So when I saw that, I was like, yeah, that's like Halo CE, man. It's, you know, blobby Covenant stuff. Like the big redo of Truth and Reconciliation being more blobby. I was like, yeah, that feels like Halo 3 to me. Hell yeah. In the world? Windows 11 is tweaking today. It's giving images folder icons. Cool. Anyway, I'm gonna upload the map to the workshop now because it's done cooking. I've got it. We're gonna upload this to. Gosh, it's Permafrost test, right? 2.15 gigs. Thank you for the 3, Lord Hood.
Mine Evolved felt like a tech demo that they decided to make into a product.
I suppose in a way that's technically true, because it was based off their Project Foundry initiative to like use Unreal Engine to make a Halo game. Why not remake Halo 1 and like improve it? So I suppose there's probably some truth to that. But, you know. Oh god, did I leave Godzilla in the map? Well, he's like in the map, but okay. The file size got a little bloated, and I was like, didn't keep him placed down, did I? That'd be kind of sick, actually, if we just left Godzilla in there. No, I think I could feel it. Definitely the game didn't like, how do I put it? It didn't feel like perfect. I mean, obviously it didn't feel perfect. That's a silly thing to say, but like, I don't know if I would. I feel like there's a small aspect, in my opinion, of the tech demo-ness of it, but it was definitely a full game. It wasn't what it could have been. It definitely, and I can't say this with certainty, but it definitely feels like they were crunched. I do think that the devs, I know there was a lot of issues with contracting and stuff that's been widely reported on, but I do think given more time, they definitely could have done even more and done even better. I think they were getting a little bit fucked over, and this is not to like dismiss anything. Sorry, I'm writing the update for Steam Workshop. One sec. New Spire Shield Dome materials. New dynamic lighting system. Courtesy of Zophie. And then some fixes to teleporters and Scarabs. More to come. Okay, I'm uploading the new update to the workshop, and I'm going to want to jump into MCC here in a minute and test it out in Forge. In fact, I'm going to jump in the Discord server really quickly. If anybody wants to join me on Forge and test out some stuff, I'm going to be in the Forge Game Night channel.
Just that it felt it was something that started as a tech demo and then they had the idea to make it a full remake.
Yeah, thank you for that, 3. I think there's definitely truth to that. I mean, that is literally, that is literally objectively what happened, right? Like, that is the case. But how much of the DNA of that tech demo to final release pipeline is still there? I would say you can feel it a little bit if you really think deeply on it. If you play through it and really like have deep enough knowledge on everything, you could feel a little bit of that in there. Yeah, I don't think it's overwhelming necessarily, but there's a little bit of that DNA in there. I think like 99.9% of people aren't ever really going to think about it, but yeah. 2 missions and a reskin for a 25-year-old game is a cash grab. They scrubbed the original vision for Shiny. Shiny, don't think about it, just buy it, it's new. I think that's implying more more like spite than was put into it. I think the people at Halo Studios are very genuine and they really wanted to make this good. So I don't think there was anybody there who's like, oh, shiny, dangle, jingle jangle, you know, like, come buy our product. I think it was more like, it seemed like a good idea, and they really wanted to try it and go for it and experiment with something new, and they were under heavy restrictions, and given the circumstances, they certainly did their best. Nobody over there was being lazy, I can almost guarantee you that. I don't think there's any, like, spite or maliciousness that really could or should be attributed to, like, that, the development or anything like that. I don't think they're trying to, like, put cash grab slop games out there or anything like that. I think they actually had really good intentions. Which does make me a little sad when people are just, like, absolutely hating so hard on the studio. I'm just like, it's not, I don't think it's like that, dude. I think they were working their fucking asses off like anybody in that situation would be. Thank you for the 5, McGoofus. Appreciate it.
The only good things 343/HS has ever done is Forge and giving MCC Steam Workshop support. Everything else is mediocre at best, and dire at worst.
So the way you said that is just so funny. I mean, I do think the best thing that ever happened with 343 for sure was the mod tools in Steam Workshop for MCC. That is, like, the most incredible thing ever, and that was all the MCC team. New MCC team with, like, literally some of the people working on there were, like, old Halo Custom Edition modders and things. I think the strongest, most, like, genuine Halo-focused, most based team of all time who's ever done anything from 343 was the MCC team. After, like, 2019, when MCC came to PC, I think the MCC team was, like, the closest to, like, OG, Bungie, fucking, like, understanding of Halo and everything, freedom-wise, with all they were able to do. Like, I think that was the single best time and the single best team that 343 has ever had. Just, that was, like, this is gonna sound really stupid and is gonna, like, make me sound like a total fucking nostalgia, like, baited kind of person, but, like, the MCC team who was working on MCC on PC with the mod tools and everything, they felt like they had that, like, Bungie, like
Hello,
air to them
shotgun.
from back in the day.
We are reaching out regarding the important matter of your personal appearance.
Oh, God.
You have been selected for 50% off a complete hair transplant at our Mumbai facility. Oh no, is that a scorpion? Oh, ow, 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 ow,
Ow, ow, ow, ow, ow, ow, ow, ow. I hate that I can do that perfectly now. Fuck! Thank you for the 3, Matsu.
Not inconsistent as well. A nice example is keeping an OG Sharp Ghost and Banshee design but redesigning the Wraith with some blobbiness.
Yeah.
Really miss the odd Wraith design. I accept this is a nitpick BTW.
I mean, yeah, it's a nitpick, but honestly, one of the biggest things for me that I felt was, you know, a bit off about the, like, Covenant designs was for sure the Banshee, right? Ghost was fun. I think that Ghost was excellent. It was mostly, for the most part, it was just the infinite Ghost minus the banished armor, which already looked great. The Wraith was pretty darn good. I felt like the mortar part on the top maybe was a little bit funky, but not offensively so. The Banshee did start to get into the territory where the design was just a bit fucking weird. It was a little, like I said, Wraith was not offensively off. I feel like the Banshee low-key was kind of offensively off. Thank you for the 3.
Chat for my new favorite meme. It's perfect for dealing with people who for some odd reason go Halo 4 wasn't actually that bad and Halo 4 is the best engine because let me tell ya, I've been dealing with a lot of that lately.
Yeah, the Halo cycle. Oh yeah, here you go, dude. Here you go. Proof that Halo 3 was it. United States fertility rates. Yeah, there's a reason it peaked in 2007. It's because Halo 3... Listen, what am I going to say? Did we peak with Halo 3 as a society? Well, I'm not going to say anything, but the graph in front of you, that, you know, you can make up your own mind about that. Now we're a declining society after Halo 3, you know? We just kind of peaked there. Everyone said that was it. Wrap it up. Fall of Rome Part 2, let's get it. Halo 3 was it. It's all over. Where's the Halo 2 peak? See, Halo 2, I believe it was right about here, actually, at this little spike. And then, you know, we didn't get another Halo 3 for a while, but then... Halo 3 releases. That's it. What caused the 1990 peak? Doom. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, the stats don't lie. You might say correlation is not causation, but I think we all know. I think we all know. All right, I think Darksteel, you're in VC with me, right? Want to help me test some stuff out? Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Oh God.
Wait. Okay, hold on. I gotta turn my Discord down. It's super loud. Okay, better. Hello. Darksteel, are you there? Would you like to help me with a wee bit of quality assurance testing on my Halo 3 mod, yeah?
Okay, wait. Is this a stream or is this... Okay, this is you.
No, yeah, that's me. That was me. Hi. Hi, how are you?
I'm alright.
I mean, you hate it on Halo 4, so it's gotta feel like a breath of fresh air. You know, it always feels good to do that.
It does.
Well, listen, I uploaded a new version of Permafrost to the Halo 3 Steam Workshop on the Steam-powered platform just about 5 minutes ago. Would you like to acquire said version and then join me in the Halo video game so that we can test out how everything's working?
Yeah, I just need to find where my subbed items is.
Oh.
There we are.
Okay, let me grab a... I gotta go online and grab a workshop link. Not a workshop link.
No, I already have it. It's just re-downloading now.
Yeah, I misspoke. Here, link to join video game. It's you on the menu? That's you, Control. You're right there. You're right there. Let's view your details. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's a sick picture. Very Halo 2.5.
I love waiting like 5 minutes because my download speed is fucking negative. Every time I try to download something, it just uploads another copy.
I love that. You know, it's just don't you love that all of these mods are like gigabytes and gigabytes?
Me, when I don't use a shared file.
That literally doesn't apply here, and you literally know that. What am I going to share? What am I going to share the map data with? Itself?
I have no right to complain when it comes to file size. I have a 20 gigabyte size mod.
You're so right. In the way that you said that I'm right. You're so right. So true.
I have made a mod that is bigger than the entirety of CE.
Good. The bigger the better. They say size doesn't matter, but I watched Godzilla 1998, and you know what? Size does matter. That was the catchphrase of that whole movie, and they were right.
I love not having space on my computer because my mods are too fucking big.
Oh my god, I know. If I could uninstall like most of the editing kits, I'd be so happy. My poor hard drive is always just struggling every day. Oh.
By the way, I have invented a new biome. It is called the not 343 Goaty Spark Swamp.
What in what engine? Hello.
ODST.
What a boof. Ooh,
that's right. I made algae.
Show pictures, images.
I bet. I could just stream here, by the way.
Oh, yeah, true.
That is a thing.
Oh, you're already in the editing kit. W.
Look at this moss.
Oh, mossy water. Ooh, very jungly. I'm definitely getting Sierra 117 vibes, don't get me wrong, but...
Oh, that is because this is Sierra 117.
Oh, it is the level. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, this is your custom level, yeah. You know, you needed some fog.
Yeah, except I have
fog here.
We need better Covenant crates.
True. Oh!
Look at this texture.
Oh!
Look at it. Look, you can count the pixels.
Okay, you can kind of count the pixels on that high key, but oh, it's making the noise and it's got all this stuff. That's
don't
true.
Pay attention to the void.
No, that creates a really good Campaign Evolved reference. Oops, right. That's a really nice
and we have enemies. That is the wrong section, but I no longer care.
They're sleeping, and they got the CE stylization. Peak.
Yep, and the brutes are taking a nap.
Oh, Halo 2 brute. Wait, why do they look so good? Are they just upscaled brutes from Halo 2?
That's it. I'm sending you into space.
my god, you're so strong.
Yeah,
What
the
fuck?
Bruce just do that when they're asleep. I don't know why. They go into
Oh.
fucking
I
Pluto.
know why. I don't know why the grunts don't do it, but I know why the Bruce is. The same reason the Mega Mantis, when it dies, when it's crouching, gets sent into orbit. It goes to its T-pose and then ejects itself out at Mach speeds.
By the way, you want to see this terrible plasma rifle animation?
Why is it terrible?
When it overheats in 5 years.
Well,
That
the
is
things
terrible.
didn't animate on it. I thought it was pretty good, but it didn't animate the wings. You know, they didn't come out. At least I didn't notice.
We also
Weird.
have the funny gun.
That's a Campaign Evolved reference. That's the needle
Oh my
rifle
God,
from
I
Halo
know that.
Campaign
It is.
Evolved.
And it destroys everything
Oh
inside.
my god, what the fuck? It's got like a burst. It's kind of busted, high key.
Yeah, it was kind
Oh,
of
by the way,
busted
when
in
I show
Campaign
these
Evolved.
animations, everyone hated them. The Magnum.
Really? I think they look good. They're very tactical. They're tactical.
Yep.
Oh, these are sick. Somebody cooked with these. They look dope.
The needle rifle is so overpowered. I honestly think I'm gonna tune it to make it super combined in
Well,
3
I was gonna
bursts
say,
instead
you
of,
definitely
like,
gotta tune
2.
that. You just like nuked everybody that you looked at.
Just-
That's straight busted.
Goodbye.
You just two-shotted a brute.
Right, his sense of smug satisfaction.
That's a power weapon. Those are such nice animations.
I'll now remember and tell your buddies back home what a beating we gave you.
That's it. You're dying.
Instantly uses the fucking Scarab gun on him.
Oh, by the way, watch what the spiker can do. It just does this now.
I'm blind.
My eyes.
I'm fucking blind.
There's 1,000 bullets.
Wait, come join Permafrost. Oh, yeah, wait, it's got like a high rate
Was
of
it
fire.
done? I actually don't know.
Come join
it's at
Permafrost. 80%. Oof, are you gonna join Halo video game Permafrost?
Sure.
OMG! I did update the mod like 5 minutes ago, just for the record.
Yeah, I have it.
W. W. It's epic sauce. Okay.
Why is it so slow? It needs to go faster. The voices in the head are getting louder.
Wait, Master Oof, you live in not America.
Yeah, I live in the UK, so if you're testing desync, I'll
I'm
see
not
it
gonna lie.
pretty
I thought that
bad.
was green at first.
What? When did green become, like, English?
What?
I don't know. Maybe he was
I
always
do
British.
say.
That might be why he likes Halo 4 so much.
No,
Mm.
no, no, no,
When it is green, no way!
no.
No,
See?
no.
No.
Watch me shoot this grenade.
I can't. I already tuned out of your stream because I thought we were playing
definitely
the
shot it.
game. Hello, I'm Green Knight. I love Halo 4. That's true, Jensen. That's actually real. That's a good Green Knight impression.
Oh shit! I actually shot it that time, but no one saw. I'm gonna kill myself in the fire now.
Oof, are you offended when somebody does the most aggressively British accent of all time?
No.
I'm here. What's happening?
I don't.
Also,
It's not.
what
I don't
happened
really
to
like
yesterday?
British.
Also,
things that
maybe make
much.
the needle rifle in that mod 2
You're saying
round
America's
burst
the best
instead
and we're
of 3?
awesome? That's so true. Holy.
I mean, you can. When you see some of the like recent political stuff, it actually is kind of true.
Oh, what you mean with like censorship
I-
and stuff?
Yeah, our
Yeah.
government is falling off big time.
Yeah, that was like, ooh. That's like, that's bipartisan
My-
right there. Censorship and stuff is very, that is just bad.
Yeah.
That's like 1984 type shit. That ain't good.
Wait until he hears about the flock cameras.
I already know about that. I'm not risking my own safety and getting in trouble, but if there was a way that I could not get in trouble, I'm going to promote you, Darksteel, then I would probably be that guy who's knocking him down. But that's not me, because I don't want to put myself in undue and unnecessary legal trouble, but
It
the flock
put
cameras are the
me
worst
in
thing
the
ever.
regular Halo 3 Forge. This is unacceptable.
Jen said, "I'm Welsh. We make fun of the English." Yeah, I tried to watch Doctor Who not too long ago. Someone and they were like they saw Rose
Red
Tyler
is too
in
slow.
season 1 of Doctor Who of the modern series. I heard Rose Tyler's voice, and she was like, "Oh, Doctor, ain't it right?" And it was just like, I can't watch this. Why does she sound like that?
I joined very briefly, and all I hear is rejected shotgun dissing on British people. Let's go. Context
'Cause I'm
needed.
base.
I love it.
My mustard beef
Based
collection
on
has
facts.
fucking got
True, real, trill.
Real. You're
I
streaming
actually
right now, right?
I tabbed out. Yeah, I'm streaming.
What's up?
Yo, welcome to the stream. We're forging. We're video game forging Halo 3 Permafrost mod.
Wait, you're working on Permafrost?
Yeah, my-
I thought you were still
yeah,
doing
connection
combat.
has died.
My PC exploding. I
think
tabbed
it's
out of
I think it's just
MCC.
the Permafrost beta, right?
Yeah, I just updated.
Yeah,
I
I'm
tabbed out of
still in
MCC
black
as the
screen.
game launched, and I may have blown everything up by doing that.
Wow.
Yeah, I did the exact same thing.
Oh.
You know what? Let me just close my game. We could try that again. That's on me. I'll just own that, and we'll say that's on me.
Can't believe you. On your own stream? Making
Me when I
mistakes?
tab out of a source game and I accidentally blow up the entire
Wait,
block
I'm
that I'm
still on a
on.
black screen.
Yeah, that might be
When
on
I
me.
accidentally
Or maybe I
rejected
broke the
the
mod. I'm
launcher.
not really sure.
What did you do?
Hopefully not the mod.
There's one quick way to find out the answer to our little conundrum.
It could be the shaders. I wonder if maybe a shader like blew up with the new Zophi's new shaders. That is possible.
My PC.
My PC. Let me at least make sure I can load it in by
I
myself.
swear that is green, just in a trench coat.
What do you mean?
In a trench
Where?
coat with a
Oh,
cup of
fatal
tea.
there.
Okay, I'm at least seeing
What?
the loading screen
You ha-
now.
Did a British person just join?
Yeah.
Screen. I am in a sad, dark
No.
place. I'm
Imagine willingly
in the
being British.
I think the
Yeah,
new
it's like
shaders
that.
might be crashing MCC.
Maybe.
Because,
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
think
got
the
a fatal
game
crash.
is no longer happy. This is so
I feel like Discord's
sad.
crapping out too, but I don't know if that's just me.
Yeah, new shaders
Oh
I
no,
think
it is
are
absolutely
blowing up the
crashing
game.
out. Discord has been having issues like the past few days.
No, why? 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 I love the new shaders. No!
Listening to your stream as well, so
Based and real.
He's added a new feature to Permafrost, guys. It no longer
A new feature that it
Insane.
fucking explodes.
So I guess we're not like playtesting this right now.
Not this very second. I just wanted to test out, make sure the systems work, but the new shaders blew up the whole map, so that's a problem.
And my PC.
Yeah, you gotta task manager close it, unfortunately. Ooh. 8, 9. Of shield dome. Backup 8, 6. Okay, perfect. And then I have my backups at least. There's that. Let's do inner, outline, outline, outer. Okay.
My Steam also has no connection now. I think you broke Steam.
Good.
You ever make a mod for Halo and you just accidentally destroy the entire Steam company?
I'm just good at what I do. What can I
What?
say?
okay, hold on a second. You just destroyed the Steam company. We won't get Halo, we get the MSC collection.
They're called Valve.
He has sunk in
Yeah,
all of
fuck
Gabe Newell's
no.
yachts.
yeah, fuck that guy.
No. Okay, well I have to. I'm fixing the shaders really fast because they absolutely.
Looks like I'm gonna have to
exploded
gog
violently.
myself.
Okay, time to fix the shaders. Yay! That's at outline intensity 0. Oh boy, fun.
Have you made any progress on the Scarabs in like the past few weeks that haven't been here?
Probably not. I have I've been
Are they the same?
with Campaign Evolved coming out and then me kind of getting burned out after that. And kind of just
the game kind of sucking.
I didn't say that necessarily.
Projected shotgun when he can't add a scarab to the map.
Scarabs are gonna jank.
That's
So
who cares. Let's drop that topic. We don't even need to talk about that anymore. To be honest, me when we're fun and Scarabs are awesome and the cool factor overrides everything.
Me when jank and I get sent to the other side of the map.
It's a feature, okay? That's a fucking feature, first of all. I need to fix these. They're so broken. Are we better now? Dude! What the flip? What the frick?
Why does nothing fucking work?
It's supposed to work. And it's not. Oh, wait. Okay, I restored the old dome shaders. Now I just have to nuke my entire shader folder. Rip.
That shader folder needs to prepare it. I don't know.
Parents,
I don't
what?
say anything that'll get you banned.
He surely made backups. Surely.
I did. Of course I made backups. I'm modding for this long, you don't think I made backups?
Oh, good, because I didn't.
Eventually, you lose enough progress through not making backups that you realize, oh fuck, why? And then you actually start doing it. And then...
I'm gonna go back quick.
Okay, I do need to fix my shaders though, which is me nuking my entire shaders folder. Sorry, Zophie, but they are crashing Halo video game.
There we go.
He has also crashed my tab. I now have to restart the entire stream.
Shaders, rasterizer.
From the first second.
Yeah, you have to actually watch it all. You're legally obligated to just do that now. Sorry, it's just how it is. I don't make the rules.
But yeah, that's a shame.
That's alright though. When I re-upload the update with the default shaders again, everything should just work. And we'll all be happy and smile bigly.
Yes, we shall.
With the jank.
Worst part is chances are that these shaders actually work, but some tag I have in the way I have it set up probably caused it to crash. And I don't have time to figure out which one of my 250,000 different shader tags is causing that.
Hold up.
It's obviously the blue one.
Cut the red wire.
Now, is it the blue one or is it the cyan one? Not to be confused by the turquoise one.
Or is it the greenish blue?
That's what
Or is it the banana one?
is.
Are you sure it's not lightish red?
Dude, I'm gonna do it for real. I'm gonna do it for real.
He's gonna go to twitter.com and post his opinion again.
Oh, I'm gonna do it!
I'm gonna fucking do it! Who posted
What?
my
Wait.
nudes on twitter.com?
Fucking still uses Twitter.
Unfortunately, me, and I hate every second that I do.
I just
Oh.
now realized the fucking... Like, hold on, I need to post a picture really quick. I just now noticed the...
Why does God hate
comparison
me?
of
I
this
just
if
want
you
a
look in
lily
the
pad texture.
PC chat.
The VC chat. Wait, why is he looking directly at the camera?
I know.
Well,
What?
honestly, very, very clean. Real me looking over to the left. San Antonio me looking directly into the camera.
I'm not rejecting that shotgun. I'm San Antonio Drake.
Yeah, completely different.
It's basically just like the Mexican version of you.
Allegedly.
San Antonio isn't even in Mexico.
Is it? Is it?
No.
I don't even fucking know.
It's actually
No,
2
I
hours
searched
to my
random
south.
fucking location in Texas and decided to do a lazy
don't fucking
version
know,
of
man.
Palm Beach Pete meme, but for Rejected Shotgun. So
God,
San
Palm
Antonio
Beach
Drake.
Pete. You're only 2 hours south of me. I'm gonna do the Rejected Con.
Time to dox
and then, yeah, time to dox this guy. We're gonna host Rejected Con, and we're gonna get 2 people to show up. It'll be me, Skaboodly, and then just you, and we'll all be like, yo, no way, this is so cool.
So which one is the not person?
The not person. I don't know what that means.
You said 2 people when you listed 3.
Oh yeah, Skaboodly is actually a homunculus. We don't actually classify him as a full human being.
Yeah, just turn around.
Okay, I've hopefully fixed everything. I am going to rebuild the map now.
Okay, good.
Here we go again.
I will say, as much as I really like the new shaders, I think the coloration and transparency on the old ones still are just peak. Feels a lot more simple. I like it. Yeah. San Antonio
Now I have
gang,
to
hell yeah.
download everything.
Love being a part of the Texas
What if I use the
Triangle.
lily pad Minecraft texture for lily pads in my swamp?
Well, then everything has to be Minecraft, and you have to convert everything over to Minecraft.
I think someone actually made
I-
Minecraft in Halo.
I think Altus did that first, I'm afraid.
What if you did Lego
And
everything
you
Minecraft?
know the
RLP.
rules, if one modder did it before, you can never do it again.
True. They
Ever.
own that. It becomes like their own IP.
And Ruby's modded Halo 2 means you could just never mod Halo 2 again. It's over.
Nobody will come close. That's actually valid.
Connor Dawn losing rights to his mod because Ruby's Halo 1 rebalance exists.
Wait, which mod is Connor Dawn doing right now?
He's still doing Halo 1.
Halo 1 what?
Was it Combat Revolved?
Oh, right. Yeah. I didn't know that was Connor.
Meanwhile, I just own every Halo 1 Elite mod.
Hmm.
Fun fact, I am still on the Steam page of MCC. Like, the store page.
For
I
what
am
reason?
literally a fucking selling point of the game now, apparently.
Inferno Plus makes Cursed Halo 2. If he did, it would be pretty peak. I think he would probably sooner do Cursed Halo 3 because Halo 3 is Halo 3, but you know, that's just my opinion.
I think he's working on Cursed Halo 3.
Oh,
It's
I
just
already
so much
finished it.
work to mod Halo 3. You can mod Halo 1 and it's like, that's pretty easy, little low poly, little ancient game. You work on Halo 3, it's like, wait, this is actually relatively modern and I have to put like a lot of effort into tiny things just to make them slightly good.
This could all be fixed if Crisp just made funny tool for Halo 3.
Zophie said that they are. That Crisp is actually going to do it. Think of the 2 out of
I'm not trusting the words
My
of a
rule for
vibe
modding is
coder
if it
Halo
hasn't
4
been done
modder.
or I just don't like the
Okay,
version that's
so I
available,
just like to
I'll make it
imagine
myself.
from Halo
Also,
comment
premised
curse
by
So
way of
Halo
nothing but lies.
speaking. Okay,
Yeah, sorry, I meant to read it. I got distracted, my bad.
E20 frag grenade can just spawn up entire horde of hunters in that fucking mod.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful work of art.
Yes, it is.
Hang on, I'm gonna deafen for a sec. And thank you for the other 2, Adam. Sorry, I missed your thingy. If it hasn't been done, or I just don't like the version that's available, I'll make it myself. Yeah, I think that's valid. I mean, you should just make whatever you want, regardless if it's been made. I don't really care personally. The only time that's ever really affected me is when I was working on that Halo Reach Space mod, and then Imperator Vegetarius made, which was based off Imperator Vegetarius's Reach Space mod from before Mod Tools days, because they basically hadn't been in the community for a long time. I was like, oh well, it doesn't exist with Mod Tools. I'll make one. I'll like remake the same concept. But then they came back and made it like 10 times better, and I'm like, okay, well, they're making the exact same concept they made originally, which is the exact concept I was using. I was like, there's no reason for me to even make that anymore, because it looks so damn good now on their mod. But I feel like that's an exception, generally. As for what you said, what happened yesterday? I was gonna stream, but I just had like no motivation or inspiration for what I wanted to work on. So I just decided to say screw it, take the night off, and just work on other stuff instead. I had like no motivation. I was burned out, man. I was so burned out. You said also make the needle rifle in that mod 2-round burst instead of 3. I think it's a burst. You might as well make it 3, but maybe just nerf the damage because the damage looks just way too high. Ugh, the mod is still building. Hopefully everything works. I think the Scarabs do have a little bit of desync right now, and then the teleporters are... The teleporters should work now. Oh, and I forgot, we have the new mini Covenant teleporters that look pretty cool. Replace the weird Forge World ones that I was using forever.
Huh.
No, I haven't actually seen that.
Triangle. A little bit of desync. Listen!
Triangle.
It's up to me to make the desync more bearable, okay? We just need to do more testing, otherwise I'll just never know.
It's called triangle, not do-angle.
What did you just call me?
Listen, do angle or do not angle. There is no triangle.
Thank you, Yoda. Appreciate you. I'm sad that the shadows didn't compile, because those shadows looked so much better than the default Halo 3 ones. Default Halo 3 shadows, like, basically don't exist, but the ones from Zophie's edited shaders looked so good. Ow. Listen, say what you want about vibe coding and slop and stuff, but damn, those were nice. Those looked good.
I bet they did.
I think people actually sleep on the whole vibe coding thing. Presumably because vibe coding used to suck so bad and be absolute slop. But shockingly, it's gotten really good lately.
Yeah, I use AI. Actual imagination.
You're not gonna see me. Oh, you know what? I know why this is kind of weird. I think generative AI for like images and stuff is slop. That's undeniable, terrible slop, and people should be paying artists.
Oh, Jesus Christ, even Adobe is using AI for stock images to fucking kill me.
That is the worst shit ever. Stock images should not be AI. Stock images should be actual images. That's just like an... It feels almost like an
antithesis. It's so bad, they have invaded the lily pad image searches.
It's atrocious. It's atrocious. But when people are like, hey, I'm going to use an AI to, like, save programming time or, like, dig away at a task that's super bad, and it's actually using, like, one of the top AIs that's actually good at it, it's like, okay, that makes sense. That's like using an AI as a tool rather than generating fucking slop AI images. Ugh.
Why can I not just find a top-down image of a lily pad? There we go. Fucking Christ. I'm free.
Where was it? It was intensity of 6? Was it 12? That looks more correct. So more transparent on the inside, less on the outside. I don't know if it was 12 or 9. Thank you for the 2 Gyarados.
First time viewer, long time listener.
That's it! Yeah, turning on the screen is pretty brave and bold of you, I'll give you that. Okay, that does look better though. Setting it to 12, much nicer. You know what we could set it to instead of an intensity of 12 is an intensity of 1200. That looks great. That looks excellent. That does not. Back to 12. That's tasteful. You look at that and you go, you know what that is? Halo video game Covenant Shield. That's what that is. I feel it. I see it. It's good. I think I'm just gonna stick with this. Since the shaders are exploding upon compilation. Probably better we just do it this way. Oh yeah, innit? Dude, who said that? That's rude. Thank you for the 2, Adam!
Long time jerker, first time buster.
Brave.
Come again? Can't.
Shut the
How's that
fuck
rude?
up.
That's just speaking British. Now, see, what is rude is if you steal from the British and then take their stolen artifacts and put it in a museum.
That reference is lost on me. I don't understand. Thanks for the 5, Demon!
I like my homegrown chest tickles, thank you. Made by the hands of a motivated degenerate.
Homegrown. Oh yeah, none of that AI
British
shit.
when they
for it.
have
I gotta
an
get them
empty museum.
homegrown.
Chips on when you meet her dad for the first time. When you shake his hand, I see where she gets the grip. Tickle his hand when you shake his hand.
I see where she gets the grip is fucking crazy, bro. Ain't no way. That's wild. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. God damn. I just keep deafening and undeafening. You know, I gotta turn streamer mode back on so you guys can't hear me making fucking Discord noises constantly. Hold on. Streamer mode. Streaming. Where the Where is this, man? They reorganized Discord settings fucking again for just whatever reason. Oh, where's streamer mode? Oh my god, bro. Where did they even put this shit?
Sorry, I'm just looking at the fucking chat.
2 unhinged super chats are out of control.
Like, Bears for the potential playtest today.
I want the playtest to work, but the map needs to not crash.
Well, we'll see if it does again. And if it doesn't, yay.
So hard.
It's almost done building. I gotta remove Godzilla from the map. He's slowing down the build time.
Did you keep
Thank you for the
chat?
2.
When she's mad, say you sound just like your mum.
Oof. Or be like, you sound crazy right now.
Of course he kept the chair.
All
Why do you
genius
think he wouldn't?
S-tier diffusing methods.
Why not?
Go.
He normally doesn't like other people to have it. Chair or no chair?
That is the question.
How do you do it, Holmes?
My favorite is, God, you look so fat when you write. That's fucking crazy, dude. I feel like if any of those sentences came out of my mouth,
I'm about to remove
I would
all
actually
the
just
lighting
get
from my
murdered.
swamp because I need a singular
absurd,
lily section to work.
out of control. You're out of control.
Hmm.
Okay. I did it.
Yes, you should.
Okay, that's done building. I'm going to upload it to the Halo workshop.
So, do you have to be subscribed to it?
Have you ever thought about giving Godzilla a nice pair of J's?
Yeah, like Fortnite.
Have we added Hatsune Miku to the mod yet?
Listening to this
yet.
stream and all the men
Not
talking
yet.
got me
Foreshadowing.
thinking, as Nicki Minaj once said, so many boys in here, where do I begin?
I mean, if
Hey.
you do a campaign mod, it wouldn't
That's
be
fine. You
that
could
hard
join
to
in,
have
Gyarados.
Miku instead
You
of
can join in here.
Profile.
Do whatever you can do whatever you want.
Please no.
No, I think we do need a Miku campaign, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. That would go pretty crazy hard. We need Miku, but with, like, Miku custom Spartan armor, for sure.
That, yes. Honest to God, yes.
Dude, I love Miku. Are you kidding me? Don't go crazy. Oh, my fucking ears! Thank you for the 50! Why do I have that so goddamn loud? Thank you for the very generous 50, Demon! Goddamn!
Y'all, I'm feeling nostalgic AF.
Okay.
Oh,
I put ketchup on a hot dog bun,
Yeah.
put the fake AF Kraft mac and cheese on top of that,
What?
and then put hot dogs on top of that,
Okay, actually
eating that
sounds
while
good.
playing
Ooh.
Black Ops 2
Why did
Zombies
Demon
on my
just send
PS4.
$50?
Buried
Ooh.
and Transit
Did he
FTW.
actually?
Oh,
Why
that's
was it so loud? Jesus Christ.
That's actually so fucking based. I love that so much. My comfort childhood food
I think that's
is what
why
my
he does
dad
it.
used to make all
By
the
the way,
time, which
Demon,
is
if you're watching
this is
this
gonna
episode-
sound crazy, but it's literally just bread, like whole wheat bread with like sliced cheddar cheese on top, like the good Tillamook slice, melted in the microwave, and when you pull it out, you put syrup on it, a little bit of maple syrup on it. That flavor, the taste of that, and some like fucking classic 360 games. That's it right there. That is it, dude. That is actually crazy. You say it's crazy, but think about how good it tastes when you get some maple syrup on from like pancakes on your like eggs or something, you know? Cheese and sweet flavors like syrup are a good match. People think it sounds insane, but the flavor profile checks out. It's really good. I just drink the syrup. Okay, well, I want to say that's weird, but syrup is fucking tasty. I'm never gonna drink syrup, but... Guys! Guys!
What?
Updates out! The update's out!
Does it work this time?
I don't know!
You're gonna delete my PC.
I can try. I uploaded a gigavirus. You're all gonna get ratted with this new update. I'm gonna get your credit cards and I'm gonna use it to buy myself DoorDash.
So let me get
Yeah,
Joe
I'll
down
DoorDash
describe it.
Listen, if you're gonna commit crime, you do it right. You buy 35 cars and go to jail immediately.
No. It's gotta be the slow burn. If I was a criminal, I would definitely do the slow burn. I would just be like, I'm gonna treat myself to DoorDash twice a week with a stolen
Listen,
credit
if
card.
I steal somebody's
that's
credit card, I am using it to flee the United States.
You know, fair enough. I don't think I would be a good
Rejected.
enough criminal.
Request.
Like, I don't have criminal, like, ambitions. I would just be like, I want McDonald's today, but I don't want to pay for it.
Okay, so do I have to resubscribe to mod?
Oh no, is it still crashing? I'm scared. Why is this happening?
Uploaded another virus to the internet.
Oh, I think it's still crashing. Why, dude? Oh, I'm so mad. The
I
mod is
haven't
literally
even
unplayable right
downloaded
now.
yet.
I just clicked download, so I'm mad.
My OBS is
gotta
actually gonna
wait.
crash if I don't crash it. Don't even bother. It's literally busted. It's literally so busted. What the fuck is happening? Why is the map
Godzilla.
crashing? I literally don't understand. I think I need to like recompile my shaders.
Did you remove Godzilla?
I did not remove Godzilla, but maybe I should. I should clean up the map a little bit. Oh, I still have Goku on the map. Oopsies.
What?
What?
Power of the Goku.
Don't worry about it, huh? Don't worry about it.
So you can add Goku, but not Shrek.
He wasn't supposed to be there, in fairness. But yeah, I mean, listen. Good. I don't understand actually at all what's crashing this, so that is making me mildly sad.
It's all that crack.
The crack cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just
I'm
based.
jokingly calling my server Cracktopia.
That just sounds actually extremely based and epic, to be honest. Why is it crashing though? Do I need to recompile my
Have you
shit?
tested it in
What was that
Tagtest?
one Minecraft server called where it had a bunch of leaked government documents?
What?
I'm blanking on
Yeah,
that.
I think it was called Little St. James.
What? Well, I should test this in tag test. That is a good idea. Let's fix the AI crap. Compile. Save, refresh, tag test.
Maybe it's the Fortnite content.
Wait, what did I miss? Oh, I'm talking about demons, struggle foods. Actually, that's like a pretty bougie struggle food, to be honest. A lot of stuff in there. All right, we're gonna try this out. We're loading up Forge mode in tag test here to see whether or not it's gonna work. Someone stole my credit card and ordered Domino's pizza set to delivery, bruh. That's so stupid. Yeah, let me just put my home address. Here's my home address as the person who stole your fucking card. Like, hello? It's so funny to me. Like, you'll hear, like, obviously the good criminals, you never hear about them. So you only ever hear about the stupid-ass criminals that don't get away with it. And man, they're so dumb. Makes me be like, damn, maybe if I was like some kind of horrible criminal, like maybe I would actually be good at it because I wouldn't be that fucking stupid. Here's my home address. I'm gonna order this now. Like, what? Call the restaurant, was like, yo, that's a stolen card. Call the cops. W, dude. Actual, like, if somebody's is stealing my shit and using my money, I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna be like, a full force. Put them in jail. I don't care. Do not fuck with me. It was out in like Colorado. What the fuck? Of course it was. Yeah, maybe I just need to like fully recompile my shaders or something. Let me delete my source folder so I don't have any more of the source file type. Let's do tool, compile shaders, shader, win? What was it? I gotta ask Zofia again. Damn. And caught it super quick and refunded me instantly since in every other pizza only Swift Kyoken justice. Good. I'm just mad. I can't believe the fucking map is exploding because of the shaders. That definitely should not have happened. Okay, well, tag test works just fine. That's good. I guess it's like an MCC thing where it's like failing to... I haven't even changed anything, though, to fix this yet. Like, what in the world? What was it, like render method or something? Man, maybe I gotta go through my DMs with Zophie to find the fix for this real fast. Where are the commands? I gotta scroll up because Sophie sent me a bunch of really cool screenshots of all the mods and edits. Then Zophie did send a lot of the messages into the actual stream chat, so I'm not entirely sure what the commands are. Yeah, I got nothing. Make a drivable banish Scarab in Halo 3? Oh yeah, that's totally doable. I actually made one in Reach way long time ago before we even had mod tools. It was a pain in the ass to get working without the mod tools, but it's totally possible. The only reason I don't do it is because the banished Scarab is from, you know, it's Halo Wars 2, which is an RTS game, so the model on the bottom is like super flat and untextured and unmodeled, and when you zoom in close to it, because it's an RTS model that you see from really far away, it doesn't have a lot of detail. So it's kind of a pain in the ass to make it look good up close in like a first-person game. It's kind of low detail overall, but you know, it's not the worst. What is it? Import shader. Where's the shader thing, man? Is it maybe just literally called shaders? Tool shader sh. Maybe tool shaders win. Shaders, farm, shaders, sound export. I don't know, man. I'm just going to try to build the map again, I guess. Let me fix the things so that the AI are working correctly again. But, like, yeah, that's super weird. I feel like it definitely should have worked. I want to make myself some more coffee, to be honest. I will say if the shaders are broken and this doesn't work, then I'll probably end up nuking the playtest until I can get the map playable again, which is gonna need, I'm gonna have to wait for Zophie to like wake up tomorrow for that. Otherwise, you know, I won't really be able to do much. But then instead we could just work on like even more detailed stuff here on Permafrost. I think didn't I paint like all the grass and stuff? That was one of the things I really wanted to see was like I spent a lot of time detailing and painting grass, and I think I did the whole map. I could be wrong, but I swear that like a week ago on stream we did all the grass, right? Is there grass around here? There's bushes. Some grass there. Bunch of grass there. Okay, I didn't do the whole map. I think I did one side of the map with grass, but not like everywhere. Like that needs grass. There's a little bit there, and I don't think there's any around the base. So I did most of one side of the map. There's still some areas that need it. Did I do it over here too? Okay, so this side of the map doesn't have any grass painted down, so it's just a bunch of bushes floating around here and there. That I want to see, though, because I want to see what the detailing is going to be like in-game. I think it would be really cool. Just hoping, praying, you know, that we actually get everything working correctly. Hopefully it doesn't crash the game. That would be good. Oh, I did remove all the Godzilla stuff, which, I mean, theoretically that shouldn't crash the game. I've definitely launched the game with all that stuff in it before, but we'll see. We'll see. You said, let me build your level with Zophie's shaders, see if it crashes. That's a good idea. I'm pretty sure it's not Zophie's shaders. Because I removed Zophie's shaders and we still crashed. But I really didn't add anything else other than that. So I think it's like a leftover or some kind of thing related to it mixing with my editing kit. I don't think Zophie's shaders on its own are crashing. I think something I have is causing it to occur for sure. I just don't know what it is right now. Because tag test works great. I already know that works. So the fact that it's crashing is... certainly interesting. I think I just need to rebuild all of my shader definitions once again. Is it the Forge list? I really doubt it, because I loaded into Forge at least in tag test and it worked. It could be. I need to test everything now, just to make sure it all works. We're gonna make sure how to build it anyways. Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. I get it all working. Yeah, one of the Permafrost Forge rocks could be evil. It's not out of the question. It's not out of the question. I'll probably just take a bunch of debugging. It's sad, though, because I was hoping by now we would already be doing the first play test in a while. Like, I really wanted to do that. I really wanted to play the mod today. Every time we play, it's so fun. It motivates me so much. It's been so long since we last played that, like, the actual vibe of the gameplay and like, the flow of everything has been kind of lost on me because it's been a while. I really wanted to, like, regain that so that way I could be like, okay, that was super fun. Let's enhance the gameplay, make some tweaks, make it a little bit better. But, damn. It's a shame. Hopefully we can still do it tonight if I can pin down what's causing the MCC end of the thing to crash, but it's been a while since the stream ran too, right? Like, damn. God damn. This timing sucks. If I can, as long as I can get it fixed up tonight, we'll do one. And if it turns out I can't get the MCC live version of the map running, then I'll just have to figure it out overnight and tomorrow whenever Zophie gets up to see if there's maybe like... I could probably figure it out without Zophie, actually, but... we'll see. We'll see. You know, as much as I really wanted the new fancy ODST shaders working here, I gotta say, it did really cook with this one. Certain aspects of this shader do look very good, and I was missing a bit from the cool enhanced ODST version. It's definitely a bit less detailed, but it feels very authentically Halo 3 in the way that it renders, so I can't complain. Do you want to try to get objective stuff to work? That's true. You were the one who originally like motivated me and helped me with it. I I would be down. I did get objective stuff. So the thing is that objectives were working technically. The main issue is the map is so big that AI were kind of unable to get to their proper objective, which wasn't really an objective fault. Like, I definitely had the objectives working. Here was the actual problem, right? The AI spawn here, and now let's say I want their objective to have them go all the way over here. So if I pinpoint an area for them to go to over here, they don't go there. There's a fixed distance that they can travel via points. So what my solution was, right? So their objective would basically become like a command script that tells them go here, then go here, then go here, then go here, then go there. And theoretically that works, but the problem then occurs, what if they're already over here? Something happens, then they get the objective to go raid that base again. Suddenly, they don't want to just go straight to the base. Suddenly, they have to go all the way back to here, then to here, then to here, then to here, then to here. So it kind of was this difficult problem where I had to work around the fact that my map is so big, like way bigger than anything else in vanilla Halo 3, that it was kind of breaking down. The other issue I ran into is when an AI gets an objective, the command script gets overridden. Volumes to detect? That's true. I suppose a volume detection system would be pretty smart. Just building that into the command script. The main issue that I had other than that was their default command script. Whenever an AI gets assigned to a certain objective, generally you want to control them with a command script. The problem is that the command script would kick in as soon as they got into the map. So like I had a big volume like around the map, and they have a command script when they spawn in that basically has them teleport. Their command script teleports them to the map. So they spawn out here, they spawn with a command script, it teleports them down to here, and then as soon as they're here, the volume picks up that they're here and gives them their new command script. You can use AI set objective after they spawn. Well, the problem is that I want it to be kind of dynamic, so I want the map to be like updating their objective dynamically all the time. I guess I could purely script it. You know, that's a fair point. I could purely set their objectives via scripting rather than just having it dynamically occur. Maybe having like a back-end script system for that would be the smarter move. Now that I have more script space, I actually could get away with that, realistically. Yeah, maybe I should do that instead. I could try experimenting with it, for sure. I think if I did it dense enough and with enough, like, if statements and checks for where they're positioned around the map once they're given an updated objective, then I don't think it's unreasonable to assume that some actually solid objectives could be done. Because before it was just like, I had like, you know, conditions on the objectives auto getting set in the actual objectives thing. You know, it was like, oh, you're in the map and you're on this team. Okay, we'll go do this. I didn't have like a back-end like logic system for like setting objectives for them based on current map stuff that's occurring. I was kind of just trying to let the objective system do it on its own. So you know what? That's pretty smart. I'll mention because I'm in the call, so we could talk about it if you want. That is true. I could literally just undeafen. I think... Let me go grab some coffee real quick. Because the map is still... Oh, no, wait. The map's about to be done building, actually. I'll upload it, then I'll grab some coffee. Ooh! Oh, oof, definitely.
We have done outstanding research in the field of Halo 3 popularity.
And you realize it's the best game ever made?
So, Dejected Battle Rifle just happened to notice that sex peaked at 2014 and 2021. That marks Halo 3 MCC releasing on MCC for 2014, and its second time with the mod tools.
Let me see this.
I was making a goddamn meme. Why the fuck is this accurate?
Listen, 2007 is when it peaked. The fertility rates spiked the most at 2007.
Yeah, but look at the little bump in 2014.
Wait, this is actually a really good point. Math and science agrees. 2014 MCC
Do not
releases.
let the Halo 4 modders know about this.
Halo 3 mod tools release. Another spike in fertility. Dude,
Halo mods Discord about to become as censorship favorable as the USSR.
Halo 3, it speaks for itself. It speaks for itself.
We're owning the Halo 4 fans' epic style with facts and logic.
True. Okay, I built the map again. I removed a bunch of stuff. I'm going to be so real, I don't think this is going to work. I don't think this is going to change anything. I suspect it's still going to blow up, but I'm going to upload it anyway on the off chance that maybe it doesn't, possibly, somehow. We're going from 2.374...
I hope fucking so.
Yeah, right. We're going 2.37 gigs to 2.2 gigs. So I did remove a bunch of crap from the actual
No
mod.
more dino.
Refresh that. We're gonna do a new upload. Paste that. Permafrost beta. Upload update. Please! Please!
I have found the funny
Yeah.
Covenant crate on Campaign Evolved, or rather, Green found it.
What, the one that goes... The comm crate?
Yeah, you want to know what it's called?
What?
SM Cov Gen Prop Crate Com W02 D2I5 H2I5A.
Boring! They should have called like the ASMR crate or something. What is wrong with them? Boring.
Yeah, Green was a real one. He actually extracted it for me when I asked politely, because I did not want to reinstall Campaign Evolve for that.
Oh, that's valid. That's valid. Looking at the... Oh, God. I'm so sad that most of the Campaign Evolved, like, objects and things from Campaign are all nanite meshes, because holy fuck is their topology unusable for anything. You literally would have to... If you wanted to use any of the stuff in Campaign Evolved, you literally would have to make a high poly to low poly bake out of it. Otherwise, it's just useless. Very sad.
Ooh.
Okay, it's not public yet, but it's on the Steam Workshop. Let's give it a sec. Permafrost is waiting. It's waiting for Steam to analyze. Analysis. Steam analysis. Steam is analysis. Steam. Alright, it's good. I'm gonna launch it. Let's see if I crash.
Okay, so first things first, before anything else. I really appreciate what you're doing for us, Rejected.
What do you mean?
The whole mod and everything.
Oh, yeah. I've
making it completely perfect and everything like that.
I'm trying. It ain't perfect. Oh, God, no. I feel so bad. All of a sudden, Black Serpent just said in the chat, finally got to check this map out, and sadly it's crashing.
It's
I
so
literally...
perfect that it's just gonna crash.
I literally just uploaded an update,
Oh, no.
and it's crashing, and I'm fixing it right now. It's been working ever since launch, and the newest update literally just has a crash on launch, so I'm sorry. It's brutal. I'm trying to fix it right now. It's the first time I've ever uploaded an update that causes a crash.
What did Didac say?
That's on me. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to get it fixed up right now.
Creep too hard.
Okay.
Oh, I think it's still crashed. Oh, I'm in! New update fixed it. Let's go. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the shaders after all. I think maybe one of the just had too much content on it with like the Godzilla and shit.
It was
loaded
the
in.
dinosaur.
The dinosaur.
Fortnite dinosaur.
I fixed it. Let's go. Oh, let me double check
Dinosaur.
Forge actually, because Forge is what I was testing before when it crashed. I need to make sure it's good. Maybe this means I can bring the cool shaders back.
So, one thing quickly.
Grab a drink.
I was playing.
What was that?
Okay, so as I was trying to say, I was playing game night with some of the crew back on your server one day.
Mm-hmm.
We were playing Covenant's conscription, and I spawned as a hunter one time on one of the maps.
That's the
Lord
Reach.
Skyscrapers
That's the
and
Reach
everything.
custom game one, right? Where you like spawn as a bunch of
Yeah,
different.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Covenant. Yeah. I managed to. I shot my hunter cannon near a door. Someone was unfortunate enough to walk nearby it, close.
Within like a 1 mile radius, and they
got
fucking. Yeah, the fucking hunter bomb is so
They got
strong. I was gonna say if I
They
ever made a
got
mod where you could
fucking
play as a hunter, I would have to like. I feel like I would have to nerf it.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm just so glad it's fixed again. We're so back. W. Large W.
Good.
Feels good. It's weird how well the conscription mod works. It's so cool. I've always wanted to make a mod like that, but that mod would only ever functionally work in Reach, sadly. I want to do it in 3 because I love 3 so much, but like there's just... I mean, maybe it could be done with map scripting, but it would never work quite as well as it does in Reach.
Yeah. Shall you know?
Honestly, I think it worked better in Reach because of the game type funniness.
Yeah, I mean, Megalo is so powerful and lets you do so much. Here in Halo 3, like, the amount of hacky crap that I've had to do to even just get Permafrost's map-based objectives working is absurd. None of this should work. Permafrost has, like, made me realize that Halo 3 actually can do cool shit like this, and I think as well as, like, probably most other people who mod a Halo 3 would never have suspected most of this to actually be possible. And, like, that's not even, like, me glazing myself, being like, wow, he's so cool that he made it possible, but, like, genuinely, I think I just completely thought this was impossible. Like, no, like, ego present. Like, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's cool.
So,
that you
on
can do stuff like this.
Hell yeah. Oh, grass. I forgot my grass. Little grassy pieces. Sick.
Like
Grass.
the objective and the AI sync, that's quite cool.
Yeah, that part's still so hacky, but, you know, if it works, it works.
It's cool. Yeah.
Grass.
So.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Is
so
there another
quick
link or is it the
notification.
Ooh.
same link? Rejected.
I'm just admiring this. Look good. Little grassy boys. Yeah, I like that. There's some good stuff. It's a whole mod with AI, giant ships, explosions, all this shit going on. And I'm not gonna lie, the thing I am genuinely fascinated the most with right now is this little grassy boys. They look kind of good.
Is there a new link?
I have imported the
lobby?
singular lily
Oh right,
pad.
yeah, I do need to check the lobby. Sorry, I was just admiring the fact that the mod didn't explode this time. Let me go back to lobby and I'll grab a link. Oh, I low-key want to... No, I'll do it after. Let me end game and send you the link. I just wanted to see too the updated animations for the big boy, the big Covenant ship.
What?
It's got the slip
Covenant
space that it comes
ship?
in with. Yeah, it's got a new animation. And it flies off to High Charity in the distance. Which I didn't even
High
check yet. I need to see how
Charity?
High Charity renders
Project-
too.
What? What?
It's all little detail. Like, it's nothing like big and crazy. Well, the new animation's pretty sick actually. It also gives people less time to react to the glassing beam coming in. Oh shit! Wait, I didn't even test the music cue on it. I gotta retime the music.
I don't remember there being a high charity in this map.
I ended up modeling and texturing a custom like top to the Halo 3 High Charity model, so it's like unfloodified. It came out reasonably good. So there's like a
That's cool.
non-floodified Halo 3 High Charity.
The lore.
Lord. What did you ask? Do you need to re-download? Is that what you asked?
Yes.
Yeah, I updated it, like 5-ish minutes ago? So if you haven't updated since then, you do, yeah. Gotta unsubscribe and resubscribe. Actually, if you guys want to take some time to download the mod, I'm gonna go make some coffee for myself real quick. I figured talking at like 2 times speed right now isn't enough, so I'm gonna try to up it to 3 times speed instead.
Oh.
Good.
It's like a slider. He just enables. He clicks his throat. One way is just like, now it's 5 times speed.
Enhance. Gronk, make me speak 5 times faster, make no mistakes.
Godzilla cast glassing beam.
I'm so sad that I couldn't include Godzilla in the mod without it crashing. Feels bad. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go AFK for a sec while you guys grab it. There's a lobby link. I'll be right back in like 3 minutes, though. Okay, guys, give me a sec. Coffee break. It is working. I think we are gonna be able to do a playtest tonight after all, now that this is fixed. I'm sad that I had to remove the shaders temporarily. I'll try to experiment tonight and re-add the shaders back because they look really fancy. Made the shadows look so good. Zophie cooked like crazy with that. But yeah, give me 3 minutes. Coffee break real quick. Be right back.
Person in motorized wheelchair facing right emoji. 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 person in motorized wheelchair facing right emoji, 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 person in motorized wheelchair facing right emoji. Person in motorized wheelchair emoji, 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 person in motorized wheelchair emoji. Woman in motorized wheelchair facing right emoji, 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 Woman in motorized wheelchair facing right emoji. Woman in motorized wheelchair facing right emoji. Woman in motorized
God damn
wheelchair
it!
facing right emoji.
Fuck your woman in motorized wheelchair facing right emojis. What? You were literally just subjecting stream chat to that the entire time, bro. 88 people are listening inside. You know what? In my head, we were at 5 million viewers, and then you started sending those in and forcing people to listen to that, and now we're down to 88. That's, we lost most of all 5 million viewers to that. Unbelievable. I need to start, like, disabling fucking alerts when I can't trust you guys. Like, it's not even just Laggy who does that. That could have been anyone. There's, like, I have, like, 10 people on a shit list who I know are ready to just motorized wheelchair emoji at any given time. Unbelievable. DRK Steel.
Oh god, I'm the leader.
Yeah,
Again.
you're the leader. Responsibility's on you. You have to do this incredible task of starting Permafrost, a video game. Thank you for the saving.
Nah,
I got
we're
you.
fucking starting Alpine Sandbox instead.
I cannot believe this. I'm taking a sip of coffee angrily.
Angrily, indeed. Fucking, why did...
Hey, you hear that? It's aggression. That's all red-blooded American anger.
I live free.
I love free.
I love free.
What's the name of that accent when it's like, instead of just being like classy British, it's just like, you know, like, is there like a name for that?
Cockney accent.
Cockney. Okay, I thought that sounded right.
No, it's called Orcish accent.
There we go.
Ooh, the teleporter looks pretty fancy. I like the new teleporter.
Where is the lockdown button? I need to click it.
What? Oh, it was just such a tiny radius. I gotta up that. Look at that, it's pretty good looking. Oh my!
Oh.
I'm not helping you. You did this to yourself.
I am stuck in this here.
This is a feature. Let's be real here.
What the fuck?
Me when I add the mammoth to the map.
Yeah, what up?
Yo, how's it going?
Just wait till I get my graphics charge.
Did I ever tell you how like nice the reflections in your visor are? They look really good.
Did you go?
I did nothing.
Why is my shirt pink? My shirt is not pink, it's blue. Dude, I got this for a party one time because it was blue theme. Look how cool this shirt is. It says Hot Wheels.
Oh, these are
It says Hot Wheels Dad on it, and then it has this sick ass like Hot Wheels track on the back. Yeah, this shirt oozes aura.
Me when I add the mammoth to the map. I heard you need a lift. I heard you need a lift.
Yeah, that was definitely something.
Guys, I've added a new feature to Permafrost. It's called the Lich.
Oh, I wish I could have the Lich on this mod.
No,
it would totally overload everything, but damn, the Lich is so peak in gameplay. When I don't have Green Knight in my ear whispering.
Wouldn't it work better if you scaled it down to the Scarabs?
It would basically work really well if it didn't have a super detailed physics model, but as it stands now, the physics model's pretty close to as optimized as it can get. It's because it's got like a full interior with like floors and curved walls and stuff, that there's like not really a good way to approximate that in low poly. Like, I did my best, but Halo 3's hard limit on like overloading generally most of the time comes down to detailed physics. Same with Halo 2.
I mean, if you wanted an AI one, you could just like lock it up.
That's true.
And fill it.
But then it's just like a big banshee with a laser. Boarding it, walking around inside it, that's like half the appeal.
Imagine importing.
You're right though. It would
the,
work. You're definitely right about that.
You
Oh.
could keep. What if you filled the top floor but kept the bottom floor?
I got
Would it
into
be
a
accurate?
car accident.
That would probably improve it pretty reasonably. I think before any of that, because those are sensible ideas, but I would like to keep the full interior gameplay. I think I would just need to go through and do another polish pass on the physics model, because realistically, I made that physics model a long time ago before I became super concerned about optimization. I could probably improve it. Glitch interior remake
Anyhow,
1. I should.
God, my UK internet is tweaking out in this.
Back in the Halo 3
Don't worry, guys. I've added a new feature to the map. It is called Full Interior. Oh god, where is it?
Alligator.
I just saw it. Yeah, Full
Yeah.
Interior Covenant capital ship, just right here.
Hey, we're not
With
crashing,
mobile
and
physics.
there's a lich on the
It
map.
is-
It is lagging like
It is
absolute
rapidly
shit.
approaching.
It's my
This is not
PC.
My
I
PC.
can't.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Please.
It is rapidly approaching. It is here.
Oh my
now
god,
this is
where
like-
did that even come from? Is that the forge one?
I think this is what happens when you glass the map.
Where the fuck did that come from?
Oh.
It's drifting off.
Goodbye. I'll miss
Drifting away.
the big forge thingy. It's gonna land on the
Wait,
cliff
this
face
map,
out of the map.
see.
Wait, are the high charity models no longer present? I thought I kept those. Oh, they're here.
Nope, it's right there.
I can
I
see
can
it.
still see it.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
oh, I forgot to include
Guys,
the new
I'll
sound
stop
effect
it.
for that, but that was sick.
Don't worry, guys. I will save us from this.
I might remove the Halo Reach music cue and swap it for something else because,
That
it
was
might be
scary.
nicer. It is very like themed when you get a big glass thing, and the Reach stuff sounds nice, but I might swap it out for something else.
There it goes. Off into the distance.
Jesus Christ.
That's what it's supposed to do, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
What did you do?
I'm lost.
Alright,
Wait,
that was
I could just-
pretty epic.
I can just go all the way out here.
Now it's flying out to high
Wow.
charity. That's clean.
Yeah.
Guys, we're in the new Ultimate Force map. We have destroyed Scarabs just out in the water. Swimming
I
as
see
a
the big
fish.
dude.
Okay, well, I'm actually going to do the testing that I wanted to test, which is trying to summon a Scarab to
Oh.
blue base. So I'm taking your Spire shield down.
Alert. Blue team spire shield has been
Oh, what the
disabled.
fuck?
Oh, I'm
I
blind!
cannot see.
Who space
It's the new
pickled me?
feature of the map. It is called going blind as soon as the shield goes
Oh
down.
no.
Okay, wait. Blue team apparently has the teleporter, and it's not active, so that's something I need to
Yeah, I
fix.
was trying to test that
Be
earlier.
advised. Red team target designated.
Thought I
has
fixed this.
inbound with
Did I
target
not
But
fix this?
that is not the Scarab. That is
Capture
the
for
Scarab.
red team. Oh, it ticked on for a second and then deleted. Okay. Interesting. I'll have to fix it. I knew there was something funky with the teleporter capturing. I just couldn't remember specifically what it was because it's been a minute since I tested.
It is so angry.
Going. Okay, like it flicks on and then I think it deletes the.
Oh.
It like works for a brief moment.
Guys, I think this is how you drive the Scarab in Halo 3.
Hold on, speaking
Oh,
of
no.
the- oh, it's already up.
Yeah.
Sick.
The jag. Oh,
It just kicked
my
me into the
God.
stratosphere.
Ah! Oh my god, wait, yeah, it lagged really bad. I've never seen it lag quite
Oh
that
my lord. Oh,
I think it only looks good if
you
you're the
can't
host.
really stand on it.
bad. It's like looking good all of a sudden now, and then it starts
Not
lagging really
good,
bad,
it's
and then
really
it.
bad. It's really bad. I tried to stand
Oh,
on
and
it.
then it teleported.
It-
It's a shame,
Oh, is that
dude.
a-
I wish that worked
Wrong
smoother.
rack.
This is rough.
Not
yeah,
the
the Scarab
rack.
is right.
And it's no longer there. I killed it. I
It would be
squished
a
it with
lot
rock.
more clean if my custom animations worked a bit better, but I think
Oh god, what'd you do?
didn't
I squished it with a rock, guys. I squished the Scarab.
Deleted
custom
the
animations on the
Scarab.
Scarab
You
caused it
deleted
to
it!
go
No!
brain
I
dead.
squished the Scarab.
You just crushed
I
it. with a rock.
squished it.
You just murdered that
I squished
Scarab.
the bug.
The ground, what was it? Ground large? Yeah, ground large was the one I wanted. This is the updated Permafrost palette ground large. Yeah, it's actually textured well. Huge.
They
Of
crushed the
Scarabs? I might. They're pretty buggy. They're so cool though. It'd be such a shame. I want something on the scale of Scarabs. Ah! I died. Look, it actually blends pretty well with the ground. That's cool. You can theoretically edit the terrain somewhat meaningfully.
How many of these can you have?
I think as long as you can block off certain paths, that's all that matters.
Oh. Yeah, I think only the small cliff right now has the correct texture, but I'm planning to get them all working soon.
Nice.
Wait, does it still exist?
Let's see. Does the small cliff look any good if I placed it like over here? What the fuck? I just teleported so far. I'd have
Rotating
to. I don't have my
grid.
control.
Oh! Oh my god! What happened?
You just like flick a pickle at me with a grid.
Oh yeah, that's what happened.
Oh no! Glassing beans!
Shit.
I think.
Is that the texture it makes?
Oh god.
I think that's what happens when you use the rotating grid of doom.
You cooked the fuck out of the ground.
What the fuck happened to the
Ew.
ground?
Oh, that's a lot
Wait,
of
the
pickles.
other
right here.
the other 10 are still here.
Oh! Run! Oh, they like canceled themselves out. I didn't even see it.
I broke my MCC.
Oh. Yeah, host just
You broke the
crashed.
game. You broke the fucking game.
I think I've given you guys too much power with these forge enhancements, okay? I've given you far too much power. Look what you
Spinning
do.
grid
Oh,
crashes
no.
the game.
I need
We
to
gotta
join, I
test
need
the
to get
map.
involved.
I literally heard Discord cut out for a second when the host finally disconnected. That's terrifying. Oh, new round has to be started. The map reset. The host disconnected. Yeah, I might actually cut the Scarabs. They're really buggy. And the animation fix was the only thing that would make them good and make them less buggy, but the animations seem to make the Scarabs brain dead for some reason, so that's cool.
I feel like
It sucks
really
for the
janky.
arts.
They're
The
very
janky.
janky for me.
They worked so much better when they had slow, smooth turning. The game didn't even bother, like, fucking with them and making them, like, super laggy, because they literally couldn't turn fast enough to bug out super hard. They just had, like, the minor glitchiness. All the major bugginess was fine. Like, right now, it looks perfect.
Oh yeah, it's alright.
Yeah. Maybe it is just the host.
But even still, so like that looks. Oh, and it's gone.
Oh.
Well, to be fair, somebody did spawn like 30 capital ships in a lich, so I'm not really surprised that that happened.
What did he spawn?
Who did that?
Gotta pickle the entire map.
If that AA hits a pickle, we're done.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't chain reaction each other, which I'm kind of sad about.
Oh no, they do.
They do the way they do.
Yeah, why do you think they all detonated at the same time?
My screen just turned white
Hold
as
on,
soon as
did-
one of them
Did
turned
the
on.
group
Okay,
actually destroy the... What was thing? Was that the bomb?
Yeah, that bright white one, that was the Covenant bomb, the fucking pickle.
Gotta have more.
More pickles, more.
Did
I
that
love
destroy the
pickles.
spire?
I don't know. I think it did. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that did destroy the spire.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
blew up the spire.
Yeah, I think that it's. I don't know how many it takes to blow up the spire, but a couple of them will straight up nuke the spire. Yeah.
I think it's just one.
It might just. I think I tweaked it because Assault,
Aye,
the game
aye.
mode Assault, does have those detonate, and I'm pretty sure I tweaked it so one of them will destroy the spire now. So if you like plant the bomb in Assault, it'll just nuke the fuck out of the spire, which is kind of awesome.
Yeah.
I got a pickle strapped to my chest.
Pickle. Okay, I think I'll leave the Scarab in for the next playtest because obviously they're buggy, but like if it's a playtest, it's not a big deal. I think mainly it's just the teleporter logic that needs to be fixed, and then after that, I think it'll be pretty good.
So,
God damn it!
What happened?
Hate forging with you degenerates!
He has added the light of Allah to map.
It actually blew up the spire though. That was cool. I saw it all going kind of crazy.
Okay, cool.
Like the Scarab's drivable instead. It's definitely possible, but I think people would just spawn camp with them. If I'm being totally real. Oh, my game crashed. What did you do? What did you do? What even crashed my game?
I put it like inside the teleporter and then it like clipped out and back in.
You fucking dickhead! Well, that was a good excuse to dip out of that session anyway, because I need to fix the damn teleporters, figure out why they delete themselves out of existence. You just like, you fucking like back rooms to the fucking Covenant bomb, and the universe was like, no, everyone dies.
You just like stuck it in the teleporter. I was like, no, I'm not gonna take that.
I'm gonna go with no, dies.
Go with fuck you degenerate. In my fucking
That's it, you're having too
RPG,
much fun. I'm committing
Ralph.
seppuku.
Well, hey, it's fine. I needed an excuse to go fix the
That's it, you're
teleporter.
having too much fun. I'm committing Al Qaeda.
Okay, I'm gonna do some teleporter fixes, so I'm gonna be deafened for a minute, but I do, as long as I can ensure these work, I want to run a game night / playtest in the next, like, 20-30 minutes, because this should be done pretty quick here.
Oh
You
my
guys
god, I
down?
don't think I could boot
There aren't
Permafrost
going to be
anymore.
any pickles in the playtest, are there?
If we play Assault, there will be.
Oh no.
Yeah, the Assault bomb is
Yeah,
the
but at
pickle.
that point the round
But
would be over, so
that's
who
one
cares?
pickle. That's okay.
Yeah, I think one is enough when it blinds everyone on the map and destroys everything within a mile radius. Sounds pretty good to me. I'm good. I'm good.
30 was.
All right. We just gotta fix this teleporter, then we're done. It should be pretty easy. It should be pretty easy. Like, the entire teleporter logic was super solid. It would, like, literally work. The teleporter would turn on, and then, like, a split second later, the teleporter would disable. So, let's just load up here in... Let's do, like, capture the flag. I think if we do capture the flag, so we have teams and stuff, we should be good. Let's boot up Permafrost. And while that boots up, actually, since I just had another cup of coffee, my bladder is informing me that I have to go AFK for another 30 to 60 seconds. We'll have this boot up real fast. Be right back. You guys survived the green screen. It was really brave of you. I'm very proud of you. Alright, God damn, this is so loud. Let's turn on jetpack. And deathless players. The AIs do not instantly kill me. So what we're going to test is basically what we just saw in-game a second ago, which is the teleporter capturing in a team-based game mode like this. Hold on, bro. Why is it so loud? Halo 3. Let's like turn that way down. Okay. Oh, it's just my headset, isn't it? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so when we capture this on red team here in tag test, it should flicker to life for a brief second and then turn off. I have debug info here, so we should get a pretty good idea of what's happening. Oh. But it sprang to life correctly, but not in-game. Okay, that's a little weird. Why would it spring to life here, but not in-game? Oh, you know what? I might actually know why. So blue team's teleporter is off, right? Yeah, blue team's teleporter is off. This is correctly connected to the red team one, so it is functional. I think I have an idea of why it was deleting itself, but I have to go double check in a second. But okay, in the editor, red team gets the teleporter. It looks functional. Very nice. If we look over at red base, I think I see... Yeah, you can see the little glimmer of the teleporter right there at the center of the screen. So it is working. My suspicion is this. The actual teleporter object... The logic of how this works is actually really simple. If you capture this, it spawns a receiver node for your team's teleporter and deletes the original. And so if blue team comes over, it'll delete red team's receiver node and put a blue team receiver node. Because, you know, every teleporter in Halo has a channel. So, you know, it basically just spawns a receiver node with that channel and then deletes the other one. It's not anything crazy. The thing that's curious, though, is that in tag test here, it actually works great. The problem is in MCC, it doesn't. What that tells me is it's going to be a unique, like, multiplayer game engine thing that's deleting it rather than, say, like, an issue with the scripts or something. That would be my suspicion, just based off of that. So, let's take a look here. We have teleporter receiver, which is the default one. If we look at its actual options, it has this setting. Unique spawn, 31,000 seconds. Unique spawn, 31,000. Okay, wait, that's a little confusing. They're all set up right. Like, completely right. Is it struggling with terrain? No, it's actually just being very odd. Maybe we need to go... Maybe let's go back into MCC really quickly. It's one thing to be on tag test, and it works. Let me see what the hell's going on when I'm actually in the game in MCC. Because now I'm a little confused. It's running the exact same script and everything, blah, blah, blah. It's all functional. But weirdly enough, at the same time, it's just giving a different result. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And the only thing that could be happening here is... Only so many things that could be causing this exact result. Dark Steel, thanks for the 3, man. Appreciate it.
I added a new feature to Permafrost.
Okay.
Check hashtag stream chat.
Yeah, all right.
I call it perfectly safe scientific experiment.
Well, I mean, of course it's a... This is your feature. This is your new feature. Why are they phasing in and out of existence? Also, how is this not triggering them to instantly explode? That's horrifying. That literally gives me anxiety. I never want to see that again. Okay, let's see. We're actually in MCC this time. So let's capture this for red team. We're capturing. So it should recreate what we saw earlier to like... Wait. What the fuck? Or is there like a mini one and a big one? What the fuck? Okay, let's move on. What? It turned on correctly. And where did the mini one come? I am so confused. It works. Apparently. But it didn't a minute ago when I wasn't the host? What? I don't understand. Let's just end that. Is there something I should know about the These are device machines, right? We have little device machines here. My fucking my eyes. Okay. King of the Hill Teleporter Red, scale 2.5. Isn't there another one here? Tele Blue, also scale 2.5. Is there anything else here that I should know about? Tele Red, Tele Blue, that's it. Why was one of them scaled incorrectly? Where did that even come from? Why did it show up? What's happening? Mini one's there for emotional support. But like, how is that even possible? It's baked into the map to be scaled bigger. How did it spawn one smaller? I don't understand. But sure, yeah, that's fine, I guess. Sure. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Okay, well, regardless of the fact that makes absolutely no fucking sense, I guess we should probably go over the teleporter script to see what the hell is going on here. So here's our teleporter and the scripting logic to go with it. I'm not going to bore you guys with doing this for longer than like 3 minutes, so let's take a quick look here. We wait until red gets blah, 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 and then it gets captured. If it gets captured and that variable is set to true, we destroy mid, and then blue. We destroy the icons. Then we create the red icon and create the red teleporter. Reset it, sleep till it turns off. Easy. Thank you for the 3 dark steel.
I have once again added another feature to the map.
Okay.
It is called the sun. I cannot delete it because it is physically impossible to get close to it.
The sun. I cannot delete it because it is physically impossible to get. Beautiful. He has created a demon core. Pickle. Thank you for the 3.
Mind check in game night clips. Proof of my innocence.
Of your innocence? Of your innocence. Sure. Sure, let's check game night clips. Okay, well, I'm actually going to do the testing that I wanted to test, which is trying to summon... What was that? Why did you get... So I'm taking your... You stopped existing. You just stopped existing and your camera moved like... Oh, I'm blind! Look any good. Okay, so it wasn't you. You just coincidentally happened to have spawned in about 50 Covenant bombs, all in close proximity to... And... Make the Scarabs drivable instead? It's definitely possible, but... There is very little innocent about this. What do you mean proof of my innocence? Oh, my game crashed. What did you do? What did you do? Okay. What about that was innocent? Explain that to me. I just watched you spawn in like 50. It's fine. If you want to claim that creating like simultaneous 5 megaton explosions professes your innocence, then sure. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And what the fuck was I doing? Oh yeah, we're doing tele. Okay, so tele scripts are super easy, and they work super well. They're super simple and sound, and I literally spent a bunch of time simplifying them to be extremely easy to understand and conceptually very simple. So why is it breaking? Is it my script? Is it actually stupid and I'm stupid? Or is it just being quirky and it wasn't working because people were spawning in Covenant super carriers and liches, which were breaking the map? Because I just tested it in game and it looked perfectly. Look at San Antonio's stream. He's staring at the floor. He's currently staring at the floor. I think he's tabbed out, to be honest. I'm not actually seeing a single update to the frame. It broke my MC. Yeah, I actually just heard a detonation, and you deserve this. You deserve this. This is what happens, man. I'm like, hey guys, hey, it's me, the modder. Good to see you guys. I'm just a little guy modding Halo out here. Could you maybe give me a hand testing my mod real quick? And everyone's like, yeah, bro. Yeah. I'm like, oh, awesome sauce. Let's go test it out right now. And they're like, Yeah, that's cool, man, but I think I'm actually going to spawn like 50 nuclear bombs immediately. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm like, wait, I just need to test the mod really quick. Yeah, here's 50 more, man. They actually look so cool when they all blow up at the same time, don't you think? And the map's just fucking like exploding. Awesome. Awesome. That's what you get for trusting people from YouTube chat. You know what? You're right, though. You're right, though. That's on me. That is entirely on me. I got nobody to blame but myself there. Well, I think the teleporter might actually work. But you know what? In order to make sure that I'm not actually just, like, developing a, like, onset schizophrenia or something, I need to actually get back in the game with these absolute degenerates. Guys, I'm pretty sure the teleporter broke because you broke it by spawning, like, 50 nukes in immediately. So how about we have a gentleman's rule here where we just go into the forge mode really quickly and none of us fucking spawn anything or I kill you. In Minecraft.
Oh, I can't make my perfectly safe science experiments. I have no idea why they do that.
Guys, I'm gonna bring a lobby.
Test the teleporter.
Yeah, I just want to make sure the teleporter is turning off because of your fucking space pickles and not because I'm actually bad at scripting. So here's the lobby.
Basically,
But,
lags your
if-
game.
Yeah, if
New
the
lobby.
pickle crashes in the teleporter, isn't that bad?
What? No, I don't give a fuck if the pickle crashes in the teleporter. If you want to crash your game in Forge, you know, that's your prerogative. I'm not going to stop you. Go crash your game. Crash it 100 times.
What?
I don't care. But if you're playing
I mean,
vanilla
people point
permafrost
out
and the
that,
teleporter breaks, I will cry. I'll just start crying. I might even piss myself. So we need to make sure that I don't piss myself mid-game. Make sure this works. I put a lobby code. If you want to, you know, come join me, come hang out, be a gamer, that's chill.
I like to point out that I created Demon Core.
Yeah, it was horrifying. It made me unhappy. I felt...
He put a single kill ball and it just kept exploding everything.
It was already bad enough to do that in like vanilla Halo 3 and Halo Reach where you put the kill ball down and it creates like a non-stop explosion that you can't even get close to. Doing it with pickles is actually just evil.
Yeah. I put like fucking 20 of them there.
I'm
They just started despawning by themselves.
Oh,
Your UK internet
So I
is
just
taking
decided to
glory.
put them all in a small ball and put a kill ball on top of it. Just
Okay.
to see what happened.
It was a work of art. It was a work of art. I'm dumb. How does one join? Technically it's not open yet. We're just testing right now just to make sure that I fixed all the bugs.
Wait, maybe
We're about
you'll
to
see
start
how
though.
janky
We're about to start.
Scarab is sometimes.
I would say in the next
All of our food keeps
20
blowing
minutes
up.
we'll start an actual game night, and the way it's going to work is
You didn't
doesn't matter.
okay.
You could just start if you want. I just need to verify this real quick. Keep them out of this. Don't even let them in. Actually, don't even let them in here. I don't even want to see them. I don't
Oh,
even
wait,
want to
did
have
you-
the potential to smell them. I don't want even the
Did you
littlest.
update?
He is
did you
scared
update
by
Oh, there's no
Science
update. I just need to
experiment.
check again. I literally had to change nothing, and it worked in both tag test and in everything.
Do I have to back out because it's saying that?
Oh
normal
yeah,
players have
it's
to-
just MCC is just so cool like that. It puts you in the wrong lobby every time. It's really good.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the way it's going to work is in about 20 minutes, if everything is working, I'm just going to open a lobby. The way I always have it be first come, first serve. So we wait about 5-10 minutes for all the YouTube members and patrons to come
Yeah, I
through.
don't see the Steam join.
Obviously, if you're a supporter, you get like prio,
in
and then if we
the,
still want to fill up slots after that,
The
and there's
chat
still
for this
space, I
voice
open it up to
channel.
everybody else. So it's not like you have to be a patron or
Oh, wait,
YouTube
I'm
member or
not.
anything, but it's like
Never mind.
obviously
Okay.
the benefit is that you get to join first and get priority because obviously I want to
Uh-huh.
give back in any way that I
Very
can for those of you guys who do
friendly
choose to support me.
Permafrost test. Is this mainly about the teleporter?
Yeah, I just want to make sure I can capture it. When I was in tag test and in the editor, it captured correctly, and I tested it in MCC as the host, and it captured correctly, but now I am not the host, and I just need to know if it captures. Because when I was the host, it stayed on, but when I wasn't the host, it like flickered and then disappeared. What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
It flickered and disappeared.
Works. Wait, it's on for me.
Do you see it
Right,
on over
wait.
here?
Yeah, it's on. It works. Let me go test it. Oh wait, can I test it as a blue player? Or do you have to be on red?
Oh, you don't have to be on the team to use it. Yeah, because it's off over here for me as the non-host.
Yeah, this one is off, but the effects for
The effects for the
one-
receiver is on.
Yeah.
The fuck? You should have just spawned in a receiver node and been really... Well, why don't you try capturing it as a red... Oh, you already did.
Wait, oh yeah, I'm trying to capture it. As a
Or wait, am I red? No, I'm red, so you're blue. Okay. Yeah, you capture it for blue. Okay, it flickered on for a brief moment, played the effects.
It's on. Let me go test it.
And then, yeah, I don't see...
no,
you gotta get in a vehicle. These are vehicle teleporters, so only a vehicle gets through them. I forgot about that. I'm probably gonna change that, because it's a bit misleading. Yeah, you gotta spawn a really cool car.
Oh, the evil AI
Oh, yeah,
don't
you
like
can't...
me here.
Wait, you see this one on.
Am I in the... Wait, am I at the right base?
No, wait, yeah, I think you're at the wrong base. Is this teleporter on at this base over here?
No, wait, let me go check the other...
Yeah, go check the dark shaded blue base. Is it on over there?
Okay, my brain hurts because the icon for the blue and the red spire...
Oh, yeah, are
wrong.
inverted, true.
Wait, the teleporter is on. Let's see if I can use it. It's epic Halo 3 vehicle.
Color, the worst skiff. Okay, it functions.
The worst skiff.
I wonder if it functions for me. Maybe if I get close, like, the networking will force me to, like...
What if you get in this vehicle?
Well, if I'm in it and you teleport, that'll definitely work. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, it functions. Yeah. It actually does function. Even as, probably that's like a host force syncing thing. Okay, so why would the client only see it for a split second and then have it turn off? What the fuck? Doesn't make any sense. Oh.
Oh.
Okay, well, I'll have to work around that. That'll probably be like a client syncing issue of sorts, but, you know, good to know. I can just go cry and try to figure out why this doesn't work at all.
Or we can play the game night.
Yeah, I'll see if I can figure this one out, and if it takes longer than like 10 minutes, then...
You want to test the Scarabs again? Or...
I kind of already know they're buggy. I'll have to do future testing to see if I can put my improved animation graph back on them where they don't turn at Mach 15, but I'm not going to bother with that right now, because at least they at least function. They're just laggy as hell.
Yeah.
Rejected?
So
it's pretty bad for me at some point.
I think Asteroid has found something in your chat.
Asteroid has found something in my... Oh, you mean like, let me see. On the way past your death barrier and into the ice waste at the bottom of the cliffs? There's a death barrier down there. What the... How does it... Wait, in Forge? If it's in Forge, then it is what it is.
Nobody cares about Forge, yeah.
I don't give a frick about Forge. You can go fly out into space for all I care. The out-of-bounds picture going into the out-of-bounds discussion.
Funny, we already have a map for that.
No, I'm doing it in a normie match. Fuck! Where's my death barrier? Do I not have a hard death barrier that extends all the way down there? There's certainly has to be. Where is it? Trigger volumes. Kill pit.
He did a developer failure.
Yeah, this is a kill pit that covers everything. Literally goes to the max boundaries of the map. How in the hell could this... How could you even get past this? Doesn't make any sense.
Wait.
Oh. Okay, let me see. I put it in the Permafrost. Channel is bugs. I don't know where they post. They said out of bounds picture going in the out of bounds discussions. Where in the world is out of bounds discussions? Yeah, I don't know where that is. I'm gonna be so honest.
I don't see the bug anyway.
Okay, so I'm gonna try something. Does Permafrost 4 still work?
Huh?
The Forge works still, right?
Floors?
The Forge.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Forge is fine.
Okay, good. Ow. My leg.
Okay, what could be doing this? Well, I'm gonna deafen for a second. I'm gonna try to focus and see what the logic part of the teleporters might be breaking. All right, let's see. Teleporters work. They actually fully work, but there's a visual bug where the teleporter turns off on the client side end for some reason, which is very odd, to be sure. I'm gonna see if a potential fix could just be adding a sleep into the script, because that actually fixes issues like this quite a bit, where basically the script just allows enough time for things to not just, like, violently explode. Let's see here. If, for example, red team captures it, we destroy the neutral stuff, if it's there, and then we destroy the blue stuff, which might not even be there. And then we create the red stuff. Very, very simple. Extremely simple. What's happening? Are they all leaving? They hate me. I should have known. Maybe if I just do this, I'll do a... How do I want to do it? What if I just make them... No, I can make them all the same channel, but then change the dummy one out? I think that would have the same effect. Yeah, I'll just do this. All right. Well, we'll start by creating the new red teleporter, right? So, like, if you capture it for red team, it will immediately create the red one, right? And then we'll sleep for 5 game ticks. And then we will immediately destroy the blue stuff. Any potential blue teleporter, whether it's there or not, it'll attempt to destroy it. And then we'll sleep for another 5 game ticks, and then we'll destroy the neutral stuff. And we'll also, the moment that we create the teleporter, in fact, we'll just make the very first thing, boom, set tele red, and then we'll just wait until this gets turned to false. So that seems like a lot more logical. I don't know for certain that this is going to have a meaningful effect, but a lot of the time just inserting these brief pauses into the script gives the clients, like, room to breathe and maybe not completely explode. It's weird, but I think it'll work. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing over here, though. We're gonna put the create blue stuff over here. We're going to make sure to set this as well. So the very first thing is the variable switches. And then we destroy... We sleep for 5 game ticks, which is like a fraction of a second. We move the neutral stuff over to here. Grab the red thing. We're going to put red here. And then lastly, we do another brief sleep. And this theoretically just gives time for all of this to occur correctly. So I think possible, maybe it should work. I hope. We'll save that. It should not create any errors in my scripts because that was an extremely simple edit, but just in case, we always got to check, man. Always got to check. Yeah, script successfully compiled, no errors made visible. So obviously this was already working perfectly in every single case except for when I was the host, or the client, I should say. So, fresh. I highly doubt I'll be able to notice any meaningful change here other than a very slight delay in how fast this captures.
Blue team is now at power level 2.
Waiting. Okay, we get it for blue. Seems pretty straightforward. Nice. Teleporter channels and everything are already set correctly, so we shouldn't see any weirdness. Obviously, it's not going to show the teleporter active in the editor. We're not actually in multiplayer here. It's kind of misleading. Turn off game scripts and refresh. So I think with that, technically it works. Before I do anything else, there's one more bug I want to see if we can fix, which is whenever I'm capturing this, right? Like, you know how you stand on King of the Hill, changes color. You know, it says like that you're capturing that hill. The bug that I've had for a long time is when you're capturing this, you technically can't, like if this is already on your team and you walk in, it's obviously not going to change color because you already have it, right? There's no reason for the hill to change color. You already got it. The problem is if you are capturing it and it's changed color, and you're just sitting there, it'll capture, but then it continues to stay the same color, even if you're like, even if it captures. So what I want to happen is you're standing in it, it captures, and it stops, and it changes to white. But it continues to stay your team color and make the capture noise until you leave, even if you capture it. And I need to make that single edge case get worked out of here. So the thing that actually ends up changing the color is in the continuous capture block here, which is, it looks big and complicated, but these are all just copy pastes to check for each player. Everything here is actually super simple. It basically just waits until somebody on blue team will go into the little capture zone. As soon as blue team is in the capture zone, it immediately begins a couple of checks. It says, hey, if capturing blue is, or set capturing blue to true, so that's like a state we can reference that somebody is capturing. And then it basically just checks, making sure nothing is contested, and that it's not captured. And if that's the case, it will up this. The trouble, I think, this checks for telecapped blue to be false. If it is false, okay, so this does begin. So the else statement is if it's not true, it sets it back to 0. I think, where would it fail here? It's checking if it's contested. That actually works great. It's checking if it's capped. The thing is that's so interesting about this is telecapped blue is set to true, isn't it? Where is telecapped blue set? Telecapped blue is set to false if red team captures. Is it just never set? So that inverts it when telecapped blue goes there. Okay, wait, so it is set as soon as you actually count it up. Archaea War 2.hs in my ancient scripts. Look at them. Look at them, my ancient scripts from the before times, when I wasn't at least moderately proficient at doing Halo script. Okay, everything seems to be good. The trouble is, right, in order for this thing to get set to 1... Oh. No, that still doesn't make sense. That still doesn't make sense. If telecapped blue is true, this is no longer going to run. And this should be running. Because if this isn't true, this has to be true. What? I'm going to try this. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to say blue telly should now turn off. Save. And if I see that appear in my little green console at the bottom, what that's going to tell me is that this thing should function correctly here. And that it's not because it's rude. Okay, so we see at the bottom, blue tele capture, +1, +1. It's mixed in with all the other green debug text, but I see it. Blue tele capture, blue tele capture. Okay, it stopped, and it never ran the else statement. And then I walked out of it, and it did the else statement. See, that is very valuable information. Because it looks like this begin. Why did it? I gotta turn streamer mode back on. I don't know how the fuck to turn streamer mode on anymore because Discord redid their entire options layout again, bro. For no reason. It was fine. So I'm checking if a blue team player is in there. This is acting like it's not an else statement. But it should be acting like an else statement completely correctly. I'm on blue team, so this functions. As soon as telecapped blue is set to true, this should no longer run correctly. And this should run right away. Like, I'm telling you guys, I swear I'm not tweaking. I swear I'm not just skill issuing. This should be running. And it waits until I'm out of the zone instead, which is really weird. It definitely shouldn't be doing that. Wait. Oh, I get it. I am skill issuing because it's actually doing the else. It's doing the inverse of the if statement, not the inverse of this. This is not an if statement. For this if statement, this actually is formatted at the wrong area. It's working great, but it's in the wrong spot. It's in the main begin. It needs to be in the nested begin right here. I actually just placed it in the wrong spot when I first wrote this. Mush! Dude, my cat is screaming at my door. He's so cute, but he's screaming at me. Okay. There were two begin statements that started doing stuff. I had this on the wrong one. Theoretically, this should work and not blow everything up. Maybe. Right? Logic just says to reset the telecapture. That's fine. Let me double check. It sleeps until a player is detected, which is fine, and then it resets the whole logic. I'm pretty sure I wrote this with the expectation that this would, in fact, handle this. Okay. Compile, reset. Turn scripts off so we don't have to hear the music. Reset again. Where's Mush? He wants in. You know, I'll bring Mush in here. I'll bring Mush in here. Mush! Mush, wanna come in, man? Come in here, little man. I miss you, buddy. Oh, look at you, mushy boy. Come here. Snowball kitty. This handsome boy. Hi, Mush. Mush. What's up, Mush? What you doing, bud? You gonna purr into the mic, man? He's so handsome. Look at his beautiful fur. Oh, I love you, Mush. So handsome. He's a handsome kitty boy. That's you. That's you. You're a handsome kitty. Wanna go down? Go ahead, buddy. Where's Peppy? I don't know. She's probably napping right now. She was so cute this morning. I got up, got in the shower, and she was so needy. Every morning, she's always so needy. She has to be held. She, like, all night just realizes she hasn't gotten attention, and then she just requires to be held and cuddled. Peppy likes being held like a baby, literally. So she just requires it. She, like, I wake up, I'm, like, trying to brush my teeth after I get out of the shower, and she just does this thing where she, like, climbs up and puts her paws on me and just, like, stretching up me, because she knows if she does that, I'll grab her, scoop her up like this, and just hold her, and then just hold her like this, and she starts, like, purring like crazy. Oh, Mush, you're so handsome. Oh, you're so cute. Look at your majestic form, Mush. Oh, my God. Making it hard to work, Mush. I figured out that I gotta test the teleporter, Mush. I think I finally fixed it. Let's make sure. Teleporter logic broke. I broke it. I fucking broke it! Ciao, buddy. There you go. Shoo. What? What, man? Broke my fucking teleporter logic, dude. No. No. Alright, but I think I figured out a good way to do this. So definitely setting it into, to have this begin statement in over here was the right move, for sure. That was correct. So we're on to something with that. The main thing, though, is that even though moving it technically is going to be the fix for this. Let's see, this waits for... So if this is true, it runs this. So if you leave it, then this also happens. But we need is basically a duplicate of this right here. But that's just, it's not going to do any sleeps or anything like that. That'll break it and break the sequencing. All it needs to do is just... Oh, this is telecapture red anyway. Well, I do need to do that part. But let's screw that for now. But regardless of all that... Let me just undo. What did I... What? Okay, you got claws, man. Okay. I love you, Mosh. Good brush. Going out here, little man. Come on. Play. Look at some kitties. Anyway, okay. Trying to be kind to my cats. All right, let's see. What did we break here? All right, so this was the little test I was in. All right, so basically, this actual fix for the teleporter finally should be easy. I didn't understand what was going on before. In our nested if statement, I don't even know why I try to narrate this. I feel like this logic is something that only I can kind of grasp because I've been writing this for so long. But regardless, this right here should fix the problem. You want out, Bush? I literally just offered you to get out, and then you waited about 15 seconds, and then decided that was when you actually wanted out. Cats, man, I swear. Okay, logically, this makes sense. If either of these are true, it'll visually reset all this. Seems pretty straightforward. Hopefully it doesn't break it. Let's give it a try. So I go in here, and when I walk out, still turns off correctly. Go back in.
Now at power level 2.
Back out. All right, so let's fully capture it. Wait for it to turn blue, and it should turn off as soon as it's captured. Hey! It works! That was so easy, dude. I just misunderstood my own script enough that... Whatever, man. It happens. Sick. Okay, besides the fact that clients sometimes see the teleporter, or will always see the teleporter not turning on, which might be fixed with this, we're probably fine. So, do this. We'll begin statement right here. And that does tele capturing blue, tele blue, blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to copy the exact same logic onto the red capture, and we should be good. Let's basically just go to our little begin here. Make sure we don't have any bugs, because that should be, or any script compile errors. Let's recompile. Sick. Alright. Teleporter logic that I've wanted to fix for like a billion years is fixed. Thank God. Boring, but necessary. Now it actually feels more like a proper objective. There's no penguin in the ice waste, but there will be a tiny Halo 3 rat with a chef hat by our Skyrim cheese wheel. So arguably better. Just saying. Arguably better. Favorite other game series besides Halo? I have a lot of other games I really like. I still to this day play Overwatch. Played that since the beta in like 2016. Portal 1 and 2 are up there as being one of my favorite games of all time. I have like 3,000 hours in Gary's mod. Played a little bit of TF2, got a couple hundred hours in that. Counter-Strike as well, I played a lot of Source, Counter-Strike Source, probably more Counter-Strike Source than any other Counter-Strike. I played a decent amount of CSGO as well. Yeah, Minecraft, played a ton of Minecraft. Don't really play much these days, but sometimes. Play Rivals? Oh, I have a lot of hours in Rivals. A lot of hours in Rivals. I really like it too. I like actually when I want my hero shooter fix, I'll switch off between Rivals and Overwatch. Though recently, ever since Overwatch came with that big update, I think I prefer Overwatch again over Rivals. For a while, when Rivals first launched, for like the first year of Rivals, it was, in my opinion, the better game. But after Overwatch added that huge update, all the new heroes, and revamped a bunch of stuff, I think Overwatch is better for my personal taste. We're still testing stuff, or can I free? Oh yeah, you can free yourself, Oof. I'm actually, I think because it's been going so late, I probably won't run the playtest tonight. Instead, I'll save that for tomorrow. That way I can just work more on some other stuff here before having to worry about staying up super late doing a playtest. And usually people want to play a little earlier than this anyway. So we'll do the playtest tomorrow, and that gives me more time to do cool shit. Sick. I want to make sure everything's smooth and running well. I don't think there's anything I really need to do. There's a bunch of little bugs and things I'd like to fix. Let's see. What is on my current to-do list? Current to-do list says... Well, what we did just do, that was very needed. Teleport capture does not disable sound or color. Fix that, finally. Scarab top turret not shooting. I gotta look into that. Where is that? I know we got flip team variable ideas. Reduce Scarab easy buckling time. I think I did that already. Can remove that. Scarab beam projectile don't sink. They do. Elite grabbing VKMT. Forge add new permafrost weapons. Did that. Debris from Spire. Elite and other vehicle animations for the beacon. I don't think I did that yet. Spire lifts. I tried to do that the other day where we modified the Spire lifts, but then Blender and the Blender toolkit was breaking and it just didn't work. So awesome. Very cool. Sure, all vehicles have tracking. We did this partially. Add more grass. Partially done there. Even more sound scenery. Also partially done. This is technically fixed. We potentially just have a remaining visual bug with the teleporter not showing up for clients that it's active, but it's fully functional regardless. Halo 3 rat, invis projectile weapon sync, fix round 2 spawns. Wow, we really don't have much left, dude. Most of this is like really minor stuff. Really, really minor stuff. Everything else is good. Is actually good. That's crazy. Literally everything else is just like the tiniest thing. Is it worth adding objectives to the list? Is it worth adding objectives to the list? I don't think so. I think it would probably overcomplicate things and add extra complexity and lots more bugs and fixes that I would need to add when the mod is already at this point good and pretty much done. I think what I'll do is I'll try to experiment more with objectives with the next mod that I do in this vein, or maybe as an update later on. But for the time being, I think everything here is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. So... Damn, everything's actually so functional. Basically, it's just me. The only major choices I have left to do, besides these little bugs, fixes, and tag edits when it comes to these things, I think it's just the Scarabs. Deciding whether or not to keep the Scarabs. I low-key want to keep working and make the Scarab. The Scarab situation seems quite big, though. I mean, besides the Scarabs remove, yeah, I mean, I would like to experiment a little bit more with it, see if I can maybe get my custom animations to become valid and actually work. Because with the custom animations, they're actually a lot better. Like, a lot. They're not definitely not perfect still, but they're way better. Right now, they suck. They're terrible, and they glitch out because they can turn super fast and move super fast. If I could just get my custom Scarab animations working, I think things would be substantially better. I'd say if the custom animations won't stick, then remove. That's where I'm at, too. I'm 100% with you there, Nick, because right now they're too jank. They are at the state where I said I would remove them, and I still feel that way. I want to know why the custom animations just cause it to go brain dead. That doesn't make any sense to me. They work in the editor, they work everywhere, but then the moment that you go in the game, they break. Like, what the fuck is up with that? It doesn't make any sense. Like, for example, okay, let's turn on scripts really quickly. We do MP Wake script, Scarab. Red spawn? Is the Scarab red spawn? Scarab spawn red then. There it is. Okay, Scarab comes in. Works great. Functional. But for whatever reason, if bro does not have literally the vanilla Scarab animation set, he dies and doesn't move. He'll move in the editor, he'll be fine there, but then he'll just go fully brain dead in game. That was the entire experience. Which makes no sense. If you really think about it, it makes no sense, because why would the game have any concept of what the default built-in Scarab animations would be? That literally makes no sense at all. Unless it's like hard-coded somewhere in the netcode that it must be this animation graph, then that makes no sense to me. Because my other animation graph is identical, save for the edits that I made to the animations themselves. Would the Halo 2 Scarab jank as bad if you gave it pretty smooth animations? No, it would definitely be a lot smoother, but primarily because it turns slower and it moves slower. And that's all I wanted to do to the Halo 3 one. The Halo 3 one has extraordinarily exaggerated animations. In fact, I'm very convinced that it's a bug, that they're not actually supposed to turn as fast as they do. They really shouldn't be. And yet they are. I suppose I could try the Scarab. No, Scarab multiplayer probably wouldn't be the one I want. But actually, it could, though. Scarab multiplayer animations go kind of crazy. So this was the one I did, though. Fixed animations, 1.2. Whereas the regular one is way less. Maybe I should try that. Thank you for the 2, Jank.
Drake, you gotta listen to what I dropped in support trap.
Support trap? What? Thank you for the 2, Jank. It's one way to say supporter chat. Jeff Steitzer, Halo Reach. Wait, what? Wait, whoa, what is this?
Drake, maybe if you got rid of that old yee-ass bald head you got, you'd get some bitches on your dick. Or, better yet, maybe Tanisha will call your dog ass if she ever stopped fucking with that brain surgeon or lawyer she fucking with.
See, I had to see me lowering the volume, knowing what came next. Why did that sound so good? Probably fucking AI, dude. It's probably fucking AI. Maybe my animation graph is actually just fully busted. Maybe that's what the problem is. The new General 101 stuff has been kind of cursed. Maybe there's some, like, error in it that's causing, like, MCC to be like, I can't even use these animations. They have blown up now. Or did not cough up the dough for the cameo. Not like me, who did. Honestly, low-key funny, though. Okay, it turns. It walks. It's alive. Was it? I know where I cut off the end. Okay, I know, I figured. Okay, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try putting the fixed animations. I'm 99% sure it's just gonna break this whole fucking Scarab again, and it's not even gonna bother working correctly, but, you know, it's fine. Really, it's actually completely fine. It's totally fine. Well, at the very least, we're gonna get the updated. Why the fuck am I yawning? Let's fix the AI part of the script so that this actually works in multiplayer on the Steam Workshop again. Our music is already playing, and our AI now, our red team AI and blue team AI are correctly friendly with the right team. Now we can build a map. Sick. I suspect that this update I'm about to do will break the Scarabs completely and make them not synchronized at all, but hey, you never know. Maybe I just did something wrong before, and this time I definitely did it right. Also, I'm gonna grab the new sounds I imported into the mod, which should be just, I think it's just the slip space rupture. Yeah. Okay, cool. We got the brand new sounds in. Sick. And when it's done building, we'll see it right here, and we should be good to go. Dude, I'm so happy. This stupid teleporter has been the bane of my existence forever. Is there a reason you specifically want the Halo 3 Scarab? I mean, it's just the one that's most balanced around the type of gameplay of, like, boarding it and everything. You know, Bungie specifically designed it to work really well for that. The Halo 2 Scarab, for example, would be a hell of a lot harder to both board and everything because it's got a, you know, relatively small and faster moving basket carriage area on top. And I technically don't even have a core for that one with the destruction state yet. Also, its beam would be really overpowered. The Halo 3 one is just expertly designed for gameplay. So I really wanted to have it functioning. Oh, well. I think the Scarab will probably end up having to be cut. That's like, if I just had to put the odds on whether or not the trouble and the fixing and everything will actually work, I'm going to definitely lean towards no, that shit is not going to work. I'm just going to have to cut it. But because I love Scarabs so much and I think they're so awesome looking, I will continue putting in the effort till the absolute last minute before cutting them. Because I really want them to work. Any other vehicle that could replace it? Honestly, I would argue the Lich could, but it's so different. And unless I somehow did like a hyper optimization pass on it, probably not, no. Oh no, anyway, come on, they're cool. They're really good. I mean, if the Scarabs worked perfectly, they would be a great addition. They would be such a cool addition to the map if they worked like if they worked as smoothly and perfectly as they did in campaign, peak. That's a peak feature right there. Yeah, but again, though, I would argue the Lich would be that, but what about the Big Mammoth thing? It has the same problem as the Lich does. It's so big, and it has such complexity. I mean, I can literally show you. Since I actually kind of want to take a look at this anyway, I'm going to open up the Lich in Blender to show you the model and the physics model assigned to it. I suspect that I could probably optimize the physics model even further, but that's kind of why I want to open it, just to illustrate how complicated the physics model is, but also to see if there actually is anything I can do to improve it. So let me open, go to my Lich folder, Lich, last edited last year, most recent file is Lich 23. Okay, so here's the Lich. Oh, was this when I was redoing the interior? I think this was when I was fully rebuilding the interior. Well, anyway, ignoring the fact that I started rebuilding the interior and then never quite got around to finishing it. If we look... Oh my good God, man. Well, anyway, we gotta just... The way I used to do things, man, drives me insane. Hide that, hide that, hide that. Okay. So... We also got to hide the collision, which starts right here. And then hide the plane. So this is what the physics model looks like for the Lich. It's essentially a bunch of really low poly objects. Damn, I actually did even optimize these parts. It's very low poly for the most part. This one, actually this one's kind of rough. This one needs a little bit of love. There's literally extra vertices, but those are relatively minor in the grand scheme of things. As you can see, every part of the Lich is essentially just a cube or a cube with a couple of faces. And the same thing applies for the interior. Like these models for physics are hyper simple. And I had to make these models extremely simple because if they're not, everything's going to break and die and explode. So that was kind of a big deal to make sure that it's super simple. And regardless of the fact that I like hyper simplified the Lich's physics, it's still not only is it like a bunch of separate pieces because it has to be, because it's a round hollow shape, which is the worst, most nightmarish shape to work with. If you actually look at how many shapes are here, I believe I'm like right at the absolute limit of how many physics shapes you can have. It's pretty dense, and in total it's almost 3,000 edges. It's about 1,500 vertices. And unfortunately, when it comes to calculating physics and stuff, that is brutally large for Halo 3 anyway. Like, this would be a great physics model for a modern game. This would be like so high quality. This would be great. Like in terms of how optimized it is, but Halo 3, dude, this is crazy levels of detail for Halo 3's physics engine. Way too much going on here for a vehicle. Or I mean, theoretically, if this was on like a device machine, I don't think it would be a big deal. The game like has priority for that kind of stuff. But when it comes to having a vehicle with this much complexity, dude, oof, no. So yeah, that's the sad reality, is even as much as I've optimized this to be super low poly, the game is still very unhappy. Very sad. I'm looking at this, and my hope was that I would look at this and be like, oh yeah, dude, I could optimize this further and make the Lich more viable. I don't think I could at all, to be honest. I really don't think I could. It's also possible that while yes, this is laggy and could delete stuff, the Lich also has other pretty unoptimized features that I probably should tweak. You know, even the shape of this thing, I could probably simplify this quite a bit further too. Now that I'm looking at this, this does not need this level of detail. I'm almost certain on this thing that, like, also, why is this? I could optimize some of these pieces a little further, but fair enough. Scarab it is. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to illustrate and pound the point home that I should do the Scarab instead. I'm just like kind of looking at this as in, how could I theoretically improve it further? Because one thing the Lich has, and I don't know how much this contributes to its like ability to like lag and crash the game. It's the way it floats. The Lich floats in the air when you get out of it, and the way that I do that is I create, like, anytime you disappear once per second, a little grav lift, or a really big grav lift, holds it in place once per second. It gets deleted, spawns a new one. Gets deleted, spawns a new one. It also does that on the grav lift that it deploys downwards. So not only is it being held in place by an object that it's spawning, it also does the exact same thing on its, like, grav lift tube. Spawn it in on. And that also is very unoptimized because it's doing a once per second gigantic tube that is essentially not only creating a physics zone, but it's also firing a projectile down to the ground. And that projectile, when it detonates, creates this, like, flowy purple particle system right here that you're seeing. This is happening because basically I'm treating a projectile like a raycast, and then its detonation is playing this grav lift effect, like, I think it's once per second, roughly. So it's a pretty hacky and relatively unoptimized system, all things considered. It functions great, but when it comes to optimizing stuff, we're having... Not only are we spawning 2 complex physics volumes per second with this thing, we're also spamming a projectile, I want to say once per second, but it might actually be more than that. If I removed those features and instead just made it so the Lich didn't have a grav lift and just kind of fell to the ground when you get out of it, low-key could be more optimized, but I'm not sure how much it would actually help. Thanks for the 5 Gyarados. Appreciate it.
Hey man, try this Halo quiz.
Okay.
Question 1. Who are you?
Me.
Question 2. Why?
We're on that
Question
way.
3.
Oh my god.
Sorry I wasn't listening. Say it
I said
again.
me!
Question 4. Where were you?
I was there, yeah. I was literally there. Good quiz, by the way. If you do another quiz, I feel like you should probably do it far, like, even as decided to use, even go on to do look more like. If you do another one. Why does the map take so long to load now? Is it because I'm streaming? I feel like it used to take, like, no time at all. Maybe it's just because I'm streaming. That's gotta be it. Pickle. Thank you for the 3!
Couple suggestions for a replacement.
Yeah, right.
Maybe a squad of tanks,
Okay.
Wraiths plus AAs, or Lotus. Maybe swap the start Wraith
Lotus.
for Spectre to keep it. Alternative is using dropships to create some kind of close air support around the spire.
Those are all pretty good ideas. I mean, we do already have a dropship that kind of does the close air support thing. And when the Spire goes down, you do get the super dropship in the form of the Space Phantom. What else? I like the idea of having more Wraiths, but then that just makes... Because the problem is the Wraiths are already not even that good, all things considered. So, like, lowering the AI's default to not even have Wraiths, as a baseline is like, ugh, I'm not sure if I want to push them and make them that weak. The Wraiths are decently good, but treating them like a power vehicle that would like take the place of a Scarab, even with multiple of them, I'm not so sure that would have the kick and the oomph the same as a Scarab. Spectre is strong though. What? We're talking about the same vehicle here, the Spectre? Halo 2 Spectre? That shit is not strong. What planet do you come from where the Spectre is a strong vehicle? It's worse than the Warthog. Thank you for the 2, Jank!
I feel like you should add those alien penguins from Subnautica Below Zero just to have ambient life.
I have not played Subnautica or Below Zero, even though I know they're excellent games. Okay, I know they're excellent games. But I have not played them, so I'm not sure what that looks like. Let's see. Subnautica Below Zero Penguin. Ew, why does it look like that? What is this thing, dude? Ew. Why does it look like that? Does its whole head open up? Horrifying. Ew. Doesn't Reach have cut penguins? Cut penguins? I know it has a bunch of other cut wildlife. I'm not sure about penguins specifically. That does not ring a bell at all. I don't think it has cut penguins. Subnautica 2 we don't talk about. I thought Subnautica 2 was good. Is it not? Or does it turn out it was a total flop even though they spent like a bunch of time and there was a bunch of litigation around it? Okay, I'm uploading the new Permafrost update. Hopefully this works. Looks like a... Yeah, listen, I was thinking it too. I just didn't want to say it. Brony Sword Base has cut penguins where the ice is. What? Let me look this up. Halo Reach cut penguin. Cut ambient life. Okay, we have cut ambient life from Halo Reach. There was birds and little...
The fuck you mean weaker? Have you fought against a warthog with legendary scaling, let alone one that boosts you goober?
Okay,
also for the Wraiths, imagine 2 and 1 AA for room.
If it did have like the tracking style of AA, it would be pretty strong. It's not a bad idea for sure. If there was a way to make it have the same, like, visual power and impact of a Scarab, because one of the things that's nice about having a Scarab on a map this big is the Scarab's big enough that you're really going to notice it. Scale-wise, the Scarab is actually still relatively small, but it's pretty large overall, and it's big enough that you're really going to see it, you know? When it comes to having just a squad of Wraiths, they're not guaranteed to stick together, and they're going to spread out. They're going to be going all over the place and be pretty small, to the point where they're going to get reduced to little dots at a distance, whereas like the Scarab, you see it. Even though it can shrink into the distance, you can see it. With the objective, yeah, but I don't want to introduce objectives, because then I got to rewrite the whole AI system, and it becomes like a whole process. And the mod's basically done at this point. I've fixed pretty much everything except minor visual bugs. I don't want to introduce all that right now. That's the real feature creep. I'll consider it for a future update, but for main release, which I'm really trying to grind towards right now, which we're almost at too, thank God. We're actually way closer to like finishing it than I thought we were. I started to get this impression that I like added a bunch of bug fixes that were going to take a while, but no. This is a couple more streams worth of work, and then it's solid. It's fully done, which thank God, man. I can't wait to make more content and videos on these. It'll be excellent. Speaking of which, I got a sponsor lined up for the next video. That's the first time in forever that I've had a sponsor. WD. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I looked it up. I didn't see anything about Halo Reach penguins. The Halo Reach cut wildlife is fairly extensive, though. It's kind of sick. In fact, I think some of this is from like dig site stuff, dude. Early versions of the Gouda with fur testing. I think that's a custom shader for the fur too, which is kind of sick. High poly like version of the Hawk in the final release. Look at that, dude. Porcupine, Reach Porcupine. What else we got? fish. Many species of fish. That's a mean-looking fish right there. Goat-like creature. Yeah, it's a funky-looking goat, dude. What else? Spadehorn. Was intended to appear as ambient wildlife. Model of the Spadehorn in-game. So there's the concept. Oh, the Gouda! Kind of was like mixed with a Spadehorn for a time. This like early simple version of it's funky looking, dude. Interesting. The squirrel. This I remember. The space squirrel. I remember seeing this cut from Reach as well. This was cool. Slug. Yeah, I always wanted to know where the slug was supposed to appear in Reach. This dude is funky looking, but I like him. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else regarding like a penguin. Where are the blind wolves? I don't see anything about that. This wiki is pretty extensive. There's actually more on here than I even remember, so I don't know. Do not know. Just cut ambient life, cut armors, cut weapons, cut vehicles. It's all pretty solid stuff. I don't see anything about a penguin. You had tauntauns? That'd be kind of funny. Okay, let's boot up MCC since the update is out. I'm not going to be doing any more multiplayer testing tonight. I'll save that for tomorrow's stream, because for the most part, every bug I wanted to test is good. Obviously, if the teleporter still doesn't render for client players who aren't hosting the game, that's a bit of an issue, but like, you can always test that tomorrow. Instead, though, I just want to make sure that the teleporter edits for the capturing and stuff still works, and then it should be fine. Let me in. Loading screen still says beta 2.6, even though we're on beta 3.4. Everything's looking pretty good, minus the missing beautiful Zophie shaders. It's fine, really. Okay, so we want to test and make sure that I, Red Team Spartan Man, can capture this. I'm capturing. I back out. It works. I capture. I keep capturing. We wait. Oh! It captured. Obviously, we only know that host works, so it's functional, it's beautiful, but if somebody else was in my game, would they see the now active teleporter? I don't know. I don't know if my changes there would have fully fixed that, but hopefully it did. Adding some of those sleeps, ideally, you know, makes it work. Penguins come from Mythic Jackie? Oh. Okay, now that that works, let me change teams. Go to blue. You can do that outside of the beautiful MCC here. So now that I'm on blue team, I can say, fuck the red team. Why is there a Oh, it's because I'm in Forge and this is a teleporter object. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. I'm capturing for blue team. And then, okay, that works. I'm going to capture again. You apologize? Good. How dare you slightly misremember something. Okay. The timing, I saw the timing for my new scripts where there was like a slight delay, which is good. That was the fix I wanted to test. Blue team does successfully capture. Whether or not other players in the game will correctly see it is still up for debate. I am unsure, but everything else is working really good, so that's awesome. Permafrost got the new updates, man. It got the new updates. I do low-key want to see if I can get Zophie's stuff back in, because I don't think that was actually what was causing the crash. I think it was just too much content packed into the file. My brain's too pickled to test. No, it's fine. I appreciate it, but no more testing tonight. I think we got most of the testing that I'll save that for tomorrow before we do the actual play test. Basically do like a rerun of everything we did today, but just doing a start with a test. Maybe even doing it offline. That way I don't have to bug you guys on stream. But generally this is good. Anything else that comes to mind besides the existing fix list? I don't think there is actually. Well, okay, I low-key was debating just having this thing not even be a switch you have to flip, but being on all the time. But I also kind of like the fact that you have to trigger it yourself because it makes the map feel a little more interactive. You kind of have to be on top of it. It's almost like a secondary resource. I'll leave it like that for now. It's fine. Someone else to do the Peli flip and become an out-of-bounds sniper. Oh, right. Yeah, let me write that one down to just tweak the soft barriers a little, because, I mean, in Forge it doesn't matter. Because I can go so fast, I just burst through the soft barrier, but... You know, I really like these little trees. Oh, you know what? I gotta check the grass. My little grassy boys. Look at these. These little grasses. They're so nice. These little guys. Pretty sick. Good stuff. Oh, and I repositioned all of the little light effects so they all play like on top of it instead of clipping into the batteries. Feels good. It's the little things, man. It's all the little things. No grass here. Feels a little plain. But then we come over here. My God. Sparse grass. Can you believe it, dude? Map has come so far. We went from no vegetation to both sparse grass and sparse bushes. Incredible. Incredible. This is a very, very tree-large point in my life. Funny that the shading is even better on the Forge object than it is on the fucking map trees. Is rock large? Rock large use the right texture? Forget which rock has the correct permafrost style texture right now. I think it is. Yeah, I think it's rock large. Which still isn't shiny enough. How are the map rocks even shinier? I literally gave the exact same shader and yet the map is still... Maybe it's like a... Maybe it's an effect the rocks get being a part of the map, because I swear I've got the exact same texture on here. I even upped the reflectivity.
What if you add the Arctic Beast or the Arctic Ice Hound from Halo Wars? If it's far enough away, it could be treated as an lot.
Thank you for the 2, Jank. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what those are. Arctic Beast or Arctic Hound from Halo Wars? Arctic Beast. Unreleased ambient creature. Another unreleased ambient creature. Oh, yeah, I'd never heard of these before. Get to, wait, bro, get to Barth and look for Halo Reach Penguin on YouTube. Isn't it, it's somebody's like just mod though, where they made their own penguin or something, right? You've seen Halo 3 rap. Ah! Now Halo Reach Penguin. Now look at these little dudes. Oh my God, they're just little emperor penguins. They're so small. I love the way they walk. They're so goofy. Oh shit. Oh! Nice. Nice. We go down the rabbit hole and I'm getting rickrolled. Dude, it still happens to me to this day. I think I got rickrolled like 2 weeks ago. Feels bad. This is good though. I think I feel reasonably satisfied with all the work we did today. I honestly just want to get to the point where we do a playtest now. Which, like, hell yeah. We'll do that tomorrow. So maybe maybe I just hop off for the night and I start working on some YouTube shorts instead. I think I'll do that. I'll dip out of here. But we're going to do a playtest tomorrow. So if you want to be playing Permafrost with me and all the rest of us live on stream tomorrow, please do tune in. It's going to be first come, first serve priority for patrons and YouTube members, of course. And then if we still can't get the whole lobby filled up because people don't be timing right, then we'll open it up to everybody else. So if you're just watching and you haven't, you know, done patron support or YouTube member, you can just come join in if you're fast enough with the draw. But I'm going to hop off for now. So thank you guys very much for all the generosity today. I appreciate hanging out with you. I hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central, I'll be live again. We'll be doing a little bit of modding and then the playtest right after that. Maybe even just jumping straight into the playtest because everything's pretty solid. We'll see, though. For now, though, I'm going to hop off. Thank you guys very, very much for being here, for the generosity, as always. I'll see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Time. May the cheese wheelchair be with you. And with you, Asteroid. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye!